Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm Enlin. I have the wrong image on that thing. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. I am joined by...
Mike, brother-in-law.
So we are... Fix that in a second. With more. I am joined by... Sorry, I'm just making sure.
Mike, brother.
We're gonna be continuing with more The Rukus Are Dead, and hopefully finishing this up, which is why we're doing this early. Not that we want to rush this, but like... Mike has classes at 9:30 when we normally start, so we kind of want to finish this up so that we can have the game done, but also so that Mike can go back to his classes like normal and we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we'll just hit continue for a second. Ruku Mania one. And I will try and cough away from the mic, but I have allergies and they've produced a cough for me, so I might go grab one of my cough drops as well and suck on that. But so I just informed Mike I have a idea for the whole Mary Beth thing. So
yep.
Remember last time we were told that Stuart was told he was the child of Miracle, and then you were like, no, it has to be the younger kid, it has to be Stuart, but we couldn't figure out why. I think I know why.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Actually, let me just check one thing on the computer for timelines stuff, because of history stuff. When did, okay, 1935, and then, hold on one second, let me check with Mary. Okay, yeah, okay, that timeline works. Okay, so, it kind of didn't, but, so...
What was the thing we were reading? Do you remember that so I could pull it up?
Yeah, Mary Beth herself. In the history, she's under Mary Beth. She's Mary Beth Clementine.
That's in our evidence?
It's in our history for the spider search. You can go to history and just click her thing again.
Oh, spider search history.
Okay, so it doesn't super work out.
Mary Beth Clementine? Yeah.
So it says in 1959, her... Oh, it was divorce that did it? Oh. Okay, so I thought it said, because I was trying to remember this page, in 1959 it surfaced that Mary Beth had been twice divorced. I thought it said her affair had been found out, and that's why her husband, her manager, left her, but I guess I was wrong. So what I had thought had happened, so I'm slightly wrong, but I still think this might have been what happened, even without like the evidence to back it up. What I thought happened is that Mary Beth and her husband, Sterling, she divorced her husband twice. So what I was thinking was happening was that Sterling found out about the affair, and that whole thing blew up, and she lost all of her, like, credibility with the religious audience. And so she was desperate, and all she had were her sons, and that was it. So I thought what happened was that she looked at her two sons, and while Mark was the child of the affair, he's a criminal, and like he became a criminal in 1970. Well, he lost his license in 1975, and then in 1882 he was arrested. So the timeline doesn't super work. But what I thought was, like, she looked at Mark, who was the child of the affair, saw he was a criminal, thought Miracle's not going to want anything to do with him, then looked up the good son who's a police officer and was like, oh, if I tell him and he tells Miracle, Miracle might accept it because he's like a good guy, he's well liked in the community, he's a police officer, people look up to him. And so in desperation she told her older son, you're the son of Miracle. But then the son, being the good guy he was like, I don't have any evidence of this. The affair ruined my mom's reputation. I'm not going to ruin another guy's reputation just by word of mouth. So I'm not going to say anything. And then, like, she eventually passed away from, whatever she did. So that's why I thought it was like Stuart was told, and I still think it kind of is, but Stuart was told by Mary in desperation because he was the better son, you're the son of Miracle. But Mark's the actual son of Miracle. She just doesn't think he'd be a good look, and so didn't think it was worth telling him. So that's what I think happened.
Okay,
because
interesting.
Stuart was told by his mom, but we know from which one was it? Oh, where would it be?
It's that confidential email. It would like a little black circle at the top right. Is the one with the testimony that led us down this like line of questioning.
Well,
It's
yes.
like,
Oh, this one.
oh, can I see your screen by the way?
Oh,
Is that
yes.
cool?
Sorry, I can. No, there was a thing that said, she was invited, Miracle sent out a thing, or like made an announcement, and I don't know where it is anymore, where he was like, we welcome Mary and her son the first time they came into town, and then the second, and then afterwards she suddenly has
that's
another
right.
kid. So that's why I think Mark's the kid of the fair, but she told Stuart.
That was in the newspaper.
Ah.
So that was in the periodicals. I remember reading that too. And what's her name? Mary Beth?
Yeah. Mary Beth Clementine. Can we just do Beth? We can't just do Mary Beth. It's fine. Just copy.
Yeah, Miracle Congregation welcomes her with open arms.
Yeah, the first time, it says, she and her son are welcome, which would be Stuart, because he's the older one. And
Right.
then she had, under circumstances of her second son's adoption, have prevented her from touring recently. So that's why I think Mark's the affair kid, but Stuart was told because he's the better looking son. That's just my guess on what happens. I don't know if we even need to figure out why this whole thing is a confusion, but that's
Right.
what I think what's going to happen is somehow we're going to find, well, we're going to have to find Mark's kids, and one of them is going to have, like, something to do with their eyes. Like,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Miracle's thing is a genetic thing rather than, like, you know.
Well, the good kid doesn't have any kids anyway. It's whatever Mark got into. She wrote me about a month. I'm just reading that email again because I feel like that's what caused the confusion. Apparently, which friends.
But yeah,
So Regina
the wife
Clementine.
of Stuart. Alright, we still haven't even figured out who the two people in the tree were. Oh my gosh, we still gotta figure. And I don't even know how we're gonna figure out the best one for the first one. But maybe we'll get an update after we finish 6 more people.
Oh, who did the Elias
Yeah.
loop with?
Well, we know it's a lady named Bess or Beth or something.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, in the maybe it's nope, not Regina's thing. No. 6 pieces maybe. Section where Sam. There's a also section where Sam speculated that Elias may have also cheated on Gwyneth. Gwyneth was much kinder. Sam always got the impression that Gwyneth was able to coerce him into allowing Sam back into the family, using some leverage. She mentioned that Elias were known to loudly argue sometimes about another woman. Sam also said her son Ernie once asked her who's Beth, because he overheard them yelling about someone with that name.
Oh, nice catch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's something.
we know, yeah, Beth something. Or it might be like Bess or something like that. Like, he heard Beth, but he might have misheard. Actually, I should just check if there's anything like Bess or...
There's Elizabeth and Mary Beth and Beth.
Okay.
And I think did we already do an Elizabeth?
There
I'm not
is
saying
also
there
a
can't be two.
Bess, Bess. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be Bess or Beth. Like, we don't know which.
Oh, what did it say in the thing?
It says Ernie heard Beth, but they were arguing, so they could. He was young, so he might have heard Bess instead of Beth. I don't know, so we shouldn't rule that out of our possibilities for that lady. But
I won't rule it out, but I also don't think the game would do that to us.
yeah, I mean,
I know you're probably thinking of like when Sam was a kid that they spelt stuff wrong, like to.
I'm
be
just thinking
correct
because
in their
like
journal
the
entry,
steamy correspondence. Oh no, that's Tina. Never mind. I thought there was like a Bess mentioned somewhere, Bess Willikins or something. So like that's why I'm thinking maybe like that's a connection, but I don't
Got you,
know
just
where
'cause
that
it's
Bess name came from. So
it's a name we've seen. Okay, fair,
Yeah.
fair. All right.
all right. So our highest thing right now is reminders.
Yeah. So it says recommend you try to catch up with some of what happened since last time. Maybe that's doing a lot of work there.
Yeah.
Some web searches may yield new or different results.
Researches that do not actually do you have anything about your name, your dad's name? I'm just gonna search up Elias. There were really celebrities, but the general public. Sorry, I'm looking up Elias right now.
Right on.
The Rudy Candy Company has always been in some way family brand. Since the sixth piece, the Candy Company has placed much less of an emphasis on Elias's historical brand connected figure, but there has also been those who have argued that it was his right to decide how to split his inheritance and that he did nothing wrong. This has led to some heated television exchanges and countless op-eds. The first Anderson Maple Farm only used to be a popular tourist attraction during the summer months when it had special tours. However, it has since been seen as an explosion of off-season business as some religious and political groups decide to visit to show support for Elias and Gwyneth's traditional values and financial rights. This rise in support was in tune followed by pickets from gay right activists, while some, particularly inflammatory organizations, made their pilgrimage. Amongst all the conflicts, the farm has since shut down, seemingly indifferently. The website says, check back later, but it has no date listed. The quote from Bess Williams Books. Oh, right, that's where it was. She's the freaking royal, the family legacy person. I knew that name somewhere.
What is it? What is she?
Bess Williams' book appears to have been taken down. She's, I knew we had evidence from her. She's, in our archive stuff, she's, where's the book? Not Watchmen of the Year. Oh, wait, is it in the new stuff, actually? Yeah, Family Man. She's the writer of Family Man, which is a very pro propaganda book about Elias. So that's I knew there was a reason why.
Yeah, so that's good. So she died young too.
Did she?
So yeah, and she died in 1926, and their affair happened in 1921.
So she has a chance. Okay,
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I wanted to keep Bess alive.
Yeah. So you could be right about him mishearing the name. That's interesting.
Major hurricane that struck in the area in 1926.
We might be able to look up something about that hurricane. I don't know.
Maybe hurricane in the periodicals for the bounty whatever that one. Considered blame. Generalized routine has been all but forgotten until recently when it was re-released during the height of Rootiemania, the site dedicated to hurricane statistics that also mentions Bess Williams. The Bar Library not far from where she lived was particularly destroyed in the hurricane. When they rebuilt, they named the non-fiction section after her. The library was expanded again in 1950 and then closed in 1963 when multiple large libraries opened in the surrounding areas that made it redundant.
Looking that up gets us something.
Oh yeah. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website from the library system in Miami, this building where it once sat is now the Miami Print Museum. Okay. Searching for the Miami Print Museum, you come across their website. It states their hours and lists of exhibits. The building is very small, administration is free, and they only had room for a few different displays. One of the exhibits is their courtyard, which indicates a fountain as well as a statue of an unknown author. The picture has been added to your evidence. Another is a printing press that was used by the Miami Sunday, a now defunct website, weekly newspaper. The last is the original prints of Cube by Cubans, an art book. What got added? Oh, it was the fountain?
Is that what it's called, the fountain?
Oh, it's a library statue, but it's a fountain, supposedly. There's a statue in front of the Miami Print Museum, formerly the library north of Miami, and it sits in the courtyard, and according to the site, is said to be of an unknown author.
You can take a picture of the...
You can!
Ah.
Yes, I mean, her name might not be... She might be Elizabeth, but... Oh, wait. What? Wait. Oh, it is Williams, not Wilkins, which is what my brain was saying. Author. Okay, Williams, yep, so that's one. I have one guess. We still don't know her name or things. Okay. So I only have one person set up, but I think that's who it is. I'm thinking that's
I like it.
her.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's her. Yeah, how do you go down from there?
I mean, we can go back to, well, actually, we know her, where is her name? There it is. Let's see if she's got a thing in Bounty County. No. Hurricane? How do you spell the hurricane? I don't want to spell it. Hurricane. Nope. No hurricane thing. Nothing from hurricane for the... I'm just looking through different things for the bounty. Butler County. Oh, wait. Is Butler County not in Miami?
No, it's in Pennsylvania.
Oh. I gotta go check this.
If we didn't have her already, yeah, it would be, is there any, like, record of him visiting Florida? Do you know what I mean? That would be... But...
No, I'm just seeing if... Oh, Silver Screen and Starlit are now defunct.
Oh.
I was looking through the things and that popped up.
It's good to know.
No, I was trying to see, because I was thinking Butler County times to look up the hurricane, but that's not local, so... Focusing on current events, so we probably, at least from this section, won't get anything older.
So if their affair is in 1921...
Yep.
Their kid is... What then?
We're in 1999. I think.
We're in 1999. Yeah, I think that might be right, yeah.
I was close. Wait.
98 is the family tree update. What?
I'm trying to... There's only one baby on the tree.
Okay. What of it?
I'm just... Because, like, the affair... If we are in 1999, which I think we are, that means the child of the affair on the last one has to be a baby.
The child of the affair on the last one?
Has to be a baby. Because the affair was in 1998, and we...
This isn't an affair, though, on the right.
I mean, it's technically a affair. Oh, I guess there's a family tree update. Oh, somebody... Oh! Somebody had kids.
Somebody on here had kids, yeah.
Oh, we gotta figure out who had a kid. Okay.
And I think the idea that... I think the clue is that... they're both up above. So
Yeah.
it's two people from up here...
But it...
had a kid, so they're not. It's not going to be two related people, presumably.
Well, we were also thinking it might have been like say Tess and like some like on the far other end of the like we were assuming it was two people that are not closely related.
True.
But
Oh, you know, can it be Stephanie and Brian? She's pregnant in her photos.
oh yeah, it probably is them. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably them. That makes
I
sense.
wonder if we should search for them.
Yeah, it's probably smart. I'm just gonna grab her name from the flyer because I don't want to.
She was a oh yep, I got something for it. Yeah, she was a politician before, so let's see where her career went.
Yeah, that makes sense. Busy updating Stephanie Jones' campaign website. Two new sections exist. The first is baby photo. There you see a picture of their new family together in the hospital. According to the site, our daughter was named after her grandmother, which ended up being very fitting considering she was born the night before Christmas. The second is what's next. There's not much of substance there right now, but it lists some small accomplishments and finishes with the recent rise in popularity and controversy surrounding my extended family, there's been some extra attention on me. Stay tuned for announcement in the coming months about how I plan to use this publicity to accomplish bigger and better things.
Okay, so what's our daughter was named after her grandmother. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab their pictures first because you know their names. So it's
Stephanie's
Stephanie something and Brian Jones.
Stephanie and Brian Jones. Yeah.
Oh, we can just
So
right. We can just put
her
there.
mom is
We just have
Caroline.
her name doesn't have to be found. It's like the first game.
What's that?
Her name doesn't have to
The
be...
kid's name we need the kid's name.
Yes, but hers and Brian's are literally just how it was the first game, where you don't have to find the name separate. Just so you know.
I guess I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry.
You'll see when you enter the name. Oh, wait, baby's up top.
Oh, I forgot to get their pictures as well. Where is it?
In
Oh,
the
there
new
it is.
stuff. Okay, her grandmother, that's her mom, so her grandmother is Clara.
Wait, I thought it was after the baby's grandmother, which would be Stephanie's mom. No.
Not that one. After her grandmother, so yes. Oh yeah, it makes sense because it's the night before Christmas. So that would then be... Where'd she go? There she is. Okay. Caroline. Well, hold on. First it's Jones for the last name. Jones. And oh, she's Carol. Okay. Oh, I'm politician.
Carol, you
Yeah.
said? Carol
Politician.
Jones. Carol Jones, the baby.
And the baby. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 4 set up now.
I gotta run to the store to get beans.
All I heard was store to get something.
Yeah, we need beans.
Oh.
Forgot to get some.
Alright, we'll leave that for now. Did you put their names in?
I got Jones, Brian, Landon, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
politics.
That
So-
you did. It's the old style for them.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You don't have to mix and match. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So that's 3 people, or no, it only cares if you get main people, right? Key relatives.
Yeah. So it's technically only 3 relatives.
Stephanie, Carol, and Bess
Supposedly
are the
Bess
3 that we have.
for now.
Yeah.
If it doesn't pop with that, she might be like Elizabeth, or we can test out.
Yeah, and it could be the baby could be differently named too.
I don't think.
It's an ambiguous sentence.
Yeah, but it's the only like.
What was the other girl's? Clara?
Yeah, well, because she said her mom's name is Caroline, and she said her name was appropriate because she was born the day before Christmas.
Oh, Christmas Carol. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that says
So it
it.
hits
Okay.
both hints. Okay, so we can leave that for now. So that's done. We still have so much. I mean, we don't, but we do.
It feels like a lot, yeah. What about Regina? What about Stewart's wife? Regina Clementine. Did we search for her at all? Like to know where she came before that email?
No, we haven't yet.
So she's from Regina Clementine, and then in parentheses it says Nay Salazar. What is that? Nay is a way of providing information about what someone was originally called. Oh, okay, so her original name is Salazar. Wait,
Yep.
that name's familiar.
I mean, it
Why
is
is that name?
a name we have in this listing, just so you know.
Yeah, who wasn't that the name of the lady that wrote the book about Guy?
Let me look. No, Sanchez is her last name.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is similar enough that it's like, wait a second.
So Regina Salazar doesn't hit anything on Spider Search.
Okay.
She wrote about a month ago. Apparently, the True Lawyers went after her. So maybe there's something about that in the periodicals or something.
So I'm looking up. But so the good thing about this game is that my tendency to jump around tends to help out a bit, but it's a little confusing for you who has to follow my logic, and I'm sorry about that. But I went back to Mark.
You went back to Mark?
Yeah. I
Which
know.
one's Mark?
Yeah,
Got you,
Miracle.
Clementine Mark. Yep.
I
Did
looked
you
up
find something?
Basket Baby of 1950, and I haven't read the thing yet, but I was going to.
Gotcha.
Okay, hold on one second. I need to actually go get a cough drop because I'm coughing too much. 1 second. All right, I am back. Ugh. Yeah, okay. A few sites about the true stories focus on and around religious mentions that in 1950 a gospel singer named Mary once found herself dealing with a real-life baby Moses situation. That's what she suggested. Okay. Apparently, she was a rather prominent supporter of the concept of adoption, and someone decides to test how much. They left a baby on her doorstep in a basket. That is not a Moses situation. I guess Moses what? No, Moses was floated down the river. God darn.
Right. But a baby in a basket
Yeah.
was delivered. Yeah.
According to the site, she adopted him without question and raised him as her own son. Although it wasn't national news, in many circles, he became known as the Basket Baby, and even went on tour with her as he grew up. You know, the website state who the woman or baby were, likely to prevent people from looking into either of the people too closely. For context, you know that it's Mary Beth Clementine, who would later be shunned due to her personal life, and her son Mark, who was later be known. I wonder if that pops up if we didn't look up him, like if we didn't find him first.
I bet it does. There's multiple ways to like get to stuff. No.
Well, it says from context you know that it's Mary Beth because we found those pages, but I'm wondering if that part
Oh, I see. What
pops
you're
up
saying.
if
Yeah.
we didn't come from his information. Like if we somehow found out about Basket Baby of 19, like if it popped up somewhere else and that's where we came from.
Yeah. So he's also from Florida. There's some shit going on in Florida.
No. Although his nickname implies he hails from Florida or Australia, is listed from Los Angeles.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Good job reading the rest of the sentence.
Oh, can we? Is this a thing? Okay, there is a new periodic of the Portland Telegraph. is your run-of-the-mill newspaper based out of Portland, Oregon. They had a website with a lot of dry statistics about how many subscribers they have, how many issues they have been, and awards they have won. The website doesn't appear to be any useful data, but we can look up Mark there, and maybe something about his wife will pop up. I'm gonna check Crocodile Clementine first, but was the one that provided the nickname Crocodile Clementine and has some details about Crocodile Clementine's first major arrest. He was flying weekly between Los Angeles, Juarez,
Juarez probably.
and Vancouver in a small plane. His flights were very low, literally under the radar. He was only caught because he was bit by a crocodile on the leg and had to call in a mayday because he was losing blood. He tried to tell them that he was a crop duster who somehow cut his leg on a loose piece of metal in the cockpit, but his story seemed very odd, and controllers quickly alerted the police without informing him. When he landed, they were waiting, and he was promptly arrested.
Woof.
So this is out of Oregon? Okay, Oregon, good to know.
I wonder what else we can get through that. There's got to be more use for the telegraph than just that.
Yeah, I'm checking, like, his actual name. No, I was hoping, like...
Same article, yeah.
Well, I was hoping, because it's set in... Oh, no, it's set in Oregon, not Los Angeles. Dang it. I was hoping, like, maybe there'd be something like... Mark was married such and such to such and such, you know?
Mm-hmm. So if you go back to our evidence, it looks like we took 3 off of the 6 that we had.
Yeah,
So
reminders.
that must have been
That must have-
the Joneses.
Yeah, it was probably the Joneses.
It puts the 6 pieces at the top.
Well, reminders are still there, but yeah, they're even. Okay, nothing in the older stuff yet. I wonder. Okay, I guess I can spell it out. I don't want to spell it out, but I guess I can.
What are we spelling out?
I wanted to spell out and see if, like, what is the thing? Oh, that works. Williams.
Nothing.
I want to see if there's, like, maybe, like, she has other stuff, like hers was. There's an older version.
Also useless.
Yeah. Alright. Let me go looking back at her again. Okay, so that's just the only... I really should... It's that it's only 85 pages long. Even the girl that was in love with him, supposedly, couldn't write much about him.
For who? Mark?
No, for Elias. Family
for
Man is
Elias.
only 85 pages long. I don't know where to go from here. We also have that lady, the rich lady's...
Oh, let's look up... So, at the end of his article, it looks like Mark punched the principal of his daughter's school because he tried to get into her graduation. So, Billy Sims. It's the guy's name.
Oh.
Sandstone Canyon High School. That might get us something, but let's keep reading.
Who had his 15 minutes of fame in 1994 when he was punched by Crocodile Clementine at a graduation ceremony. Pretty much every news organization, from a trustworthy to tabloid, seems to have their own take on the altercation. It wasn't the punch that captured the nation's attention, however. Instead, it was Billy Simmons' matter-of-fact response to the threat and his comments afterwards. As heard in a now famous audio clip from someone who was recording the ceremony, Billy saw Mark hop onto the graduation stage and said, "Mark, why on the stage? Okay, sir, you'll want to sit down, or we'll have a problem." At that point, Crocodile reportedly sucker punched him in the face. Billy, apparently only slightly dazed, said, "All right, sir, I guess we'll have a problem." Clementine tried to throw another punch, but Simmons anticipated it and performed a maneuver that spectators described as a wrestling move mixed with a backward somersault, which immediately brought both men to the floor, with Simmons straddling Clementine, keeping him neutralized. As security arrived, the recording captured someone asking, "How did you do that?" And Simmons' response was famously, "Trust me, I'm as surprised as anyone." Alright. Let's look up the school next, at least. It's in San Diego. There's not much information about it, though it mentions a lot of articles about Billy Simmons' incident.
I wonder if we can find it periodical stuff about that. The Billy Sims.
Yeah, but they don't mention any... Oh, wait, yeah, because there's probably... News Times? Yeah, News Times. It's the modern one. Did a small piece about a fight between Simmons and Crocodile, but tried to approach it from a different perspective.
Hang on, sorry, I have to be right back.
Okay, I'll read this out loud anyways. Their goal was to paint a picture of the two men involved from others who knew them best. Ooh, not only did they manage to interview Simmons' wife, Clara, oh, that's the president's, I got so excited, as well as multiple staff members of the school, but they hunted down Colleen Webbs, Mark's ex-wife. Great, so we got her name. Colleen, nope, not that one. Colleen
Okay.
Webbs.
What did I miss? What did you find?
Wife's name. Not only did they manage to an interview with Simmons' wife, Clara, as well as multiple staff members at his school, but they hunted down Colleen Webb, Mark's ex-wife. According to the section with Colleen, she and he met when he worked for an airline. She worked in an airport newsstand. He was a drinker and would often have wild mood swings. When he was charged with assault of a fellow pilot in 1975 and lost his job, they divorced. At the time, she was pregnant with their second daughter, and she felt she needed to get out before things got worse. She left him and moved to San Diego to live with her sister and told her oldest that her dad had to fly planes for the Army. She raised them both by herself, and although she never went through the trouble of changing their names legally, they used the web names so that nobody would connect them to her ex-husband. Okay. So we know that they are legally...
There's a different article under the Portland Telegraph as well.
So we know they're legally something Clementine. An article slightly longer than most about the Billy Simmons incident, mostly because the assaulter, Crocodile Clementine, had appeared in the paper before. Because of the somewhat comical sensationalism of the events in question, and because their readers were already familiar with Mark Clementine, they filed it under a special banner called Croc Watch. It mentions that our good friend Croc Clementine was actually in attendance at the high school graduation because his daughter was walking the stage. He was apparently not allowed to attend. His ex-wife had a restraining order filed on behalf of her daughter, but did so anyways. It was not unknown to the school staff, including Simmons, at the time who he was, but a security guard recognized him, and that's when the trouble started. Clementine was approaching the side of the stage to try to avoid the guard, but the exchange between him and Simmons took place. The article finished by famously asking, "What will Croc get up to next? Stay tuned for more Croc Watch." Unfortunately for your investigation, as far as you can tell, there were no more incidences of Croc Watch.
Bummer. Okay,
Alright.
useless.
It's maybe Butler? Did not report on it, but the information seemed redundant with the basic... Oh, they did. You can find about the article from the internet.
Piketty.
It's kind of sleazy, so they're not afraid to publish a few details that most reputable news publications normally wouldn't. You look up this Billy Simmons incident, and it seems they did report on it. You gain a few news bits of information, though it might not be useful. Billy Simmons was once arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was founded to be testing their products on animals. According to police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid by for Trusted Jacob. Who? We'll need to look that up. And interviewed other students that were at the event to find out if anyone knew anything. And the word going around was that Mark Clementine showed up because his daughter Mary was graduating that night. Okay, his oldest daughter, I think, right?
Yeah.
Was it the oldest daughter? Hold on, let me just double check. That's not the one I want. This one? Nope, not that one. This one?
I think it has to be her because. Well, no, actually, I don't think I have a good reason. Hang on.
Hold on, let me look on the bottom of this one. Nope, not that one. It wasn't. It's a. I mean, we have a name at least, but I just don't know which one it is.
I searched. I didn't mean to jump ahead, but I searched her name, and I got something on Spider Search.
Okay, cool.
Mary Webb, 2 B's.
Web on the web. Apparently, it's a press and travel diary. She also doubles as an advertisement for her travel agency. Okay, so she's a travel agency person. I'm gonna just put her job very quickly, so we think she's the older one. Is travel agency a thing on here?
Travel agent, yeah, it
Yes.
is.
Okay, cool. Okay, back to reading this. There are descriptions of Mary's services, including booking flights and cruises. Almost all of them involve extremely niche audiences. It seems Mary is the #1 agent when it comes to booking spiritual vacations aboard ghost ships and in specific hotel rooms that are said to be haunted. She also has a dedicated section for more traditional modern cruises that cater to specific groups such as fans of boy bands. In the diary entry, she talks about the trips she personally taken and uses that as an opportunity to feature descriptions of amenities and excursions that the ships offer, even when you're on them to see a specific band or a ghost. There's also pictures of ships, hotels, location, landmarks, and places she's visited, as well as a picture of Mary herself, with the ship in the background. One of the diary entries actually mentions the day that the photo was taken. She was allowed onto the ship on a port day in San Diego with professional photographers she knew. Mary's been added to your evidence. Okay. Aw, she's cute. Love to tour it and come up with their own paranormal theories. Corporate compositions. Wait, I have something else to search. Hold on, I have something else saved.
Fuegos Fiesta.
A regional Mexican fast food chain held a competition in 1993 that offered free meals for life to anyone that legally changed their name to the burrito with according to a few different sources.
Funny.
Used to be named Lucinda. Okay. Well, we'll add her here. She's Mary. Really named your daughter after your mom? Okay. Clementine.
So that didn't pop.
Well, we don't have 6.
It's 6? No, it's 4.
Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. It says 12 to 20. Sorry, I was doing the math that way.
I was like, we'll never be able to do it if it's 6. So who do we think is wrong?
It might be Beth. No, that didn't pop either. We're just going through the Beth Elizabeth. No, okay.
Was she not an author? She was an author, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
she was an
made
author.
the book. Travel agent Clementine. She didn't legally change their names, but they go by Webbs now, and that's what we need, right? Yeah. And then we have, wait, 1, 2. Yeah, we have. No, that'd be right.
Unless they want Jones. Oh no, but you're right. It wasn't
Yeah.
pick and choose. It was stuck together.
Huh.
Could she be in the wrong slot? Is that the younger one?
I mean, we can check. Mary Clementine. All the way down. Yeah, she's the younger one.
Got you. Okay.
And I got a bunch of pictures because I had them all set up. I don't count, but I have them set up at least. Booyah! Alright, so she is the younger one. So there is an older sister too. Oh, okay, nothing else there. There was something else. Oh, yeah, I wanted to look up. I'm wondering if the
Oh, the photography company. Yeah, that's a good idea.
maybe it's her older sister or her older sibling.
Or even her spouse.
No, she doesn't have a spouse. The younger doesn't have a spouse.
Oh, right, because she's the younger one
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a photography studio that was listed on a few different sites for businesses in San Diego. It seems to have been possible to hire them to take professionally quality photos for business of all sorts. As far as you can tell, it appears to no longer exist. The company is also mentioned on a photography site with some IRC chat logs. It seems like the site is the personal page of a member of an IRC photography channel. They have archives of logs that they've been saving since 1993. One of them was from 1996 when Val, the former head photographer for the company, did a Q&A with their runs about taking pictures for promotional materials and print ads. Most of the questions and answers are pretty technical. They not only seem irrelevant, but generally go over your head. One of the questions, however, mentions that Val was on the cover of Telephoto and asked about Iraq. The question was quickly shut down by the person running the Q&A, who said Val does not wish to answer any questions from his photojournalism days, nor does he wish to talk about LBP. Please keep this on the subject of commercial photography.
LBP is funny.
Why?
Because it just brings up a bunch of things that it could be, and some of them are funny, like
Oh, here.
lead-based paint, Lebanese pound. Oh, is LBP just the name of the... No, it's not the name of the photo company.
No. But it's probably an incident that happened in Iraq. Okay, but if you look up Telephoto, you do get a magazine focusing on photography and photographers.
Sorry, what are you looking up in Telephoto?
No, I just say if you look it up, you get
Oh.
the PDR address added.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Let me go back to her.
What's the guy's name?
Val something.
Oh, we don't know. Those bastards.
And they have two here. They have Val and Valerie. Well, it's maybe then just Val.
Wait, why do you think it's a sister? What did I miss?
I think the reason they were taking pictures together was just like siblings going somewhere together. That's what I think.
Gotcha.
And because they were the former head, and they're not now, but they were. So, but
So Val Clementine, then, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. No, this
Or
game
Val
wouldn't
Webb.
do what I'm thinking. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't think. Does it say? Hold on, I'm reading quickly. Val's on the cover of. That's a. Val does not wish to answer any questions from his. Okay, yeah, so his. So I don't. Okay.
So it's not her sister.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Sorry, my brain is like, because I'm like, there's two names on the board. So I think Val could still, I mean, it could not be, but it could still be her sibling, her brother, because we only know that he's got 2 children. He might have a boy. And we know that
Right.
the head of the thing is Val. And my brain is like, this game is not going to be the type that'd be like, you need to do official names and then make us dead name a person. So, like, if
Gotcha.
it is, it has to be Val, not Valerie, because they've said, like, if that is the person, if that is the older sibling. But,
I mean, they might do that just on account of they need the legal name, but depends on if they changed it.
I wouldn't think this game would make us like if that was a situation, like if they were trans, I feel like they'd count the Val as the legal name if they've legally changed their name. I don't think this type of game would be like, yeah, we're gonna make you dead name somebody, you know?
Yeah, who knows?
So
Well,
I'm assuming that if the Val of the head of the corporation was her sibling, it would be Valence and Valerie. But I don't even know if that is the sibling. That's just my guess, but oh wait, can we just did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right.
yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
That was on the cover of Telephoto.
Yeah, so I was looking at periodics with just Val, but that's probably not gonna pop any. That didn't pop anything. The
LBP.
yeah, the
Yeah.
LBP has to be something. Well, probably not here. Oh, actually, there's one that might be luxurious bridal photography or baby photography.
Oh.
There's 2 photography ones here, which is a good start. Unfortunately, it seems like it's located in Ireland and his owner named Nicholas. He goes by Nick Luxury, but you doubt that's his real name. It's very unlikely that this is related to what you're looking for. Let's check the other one then.
What was the other one? Baby, what is it?
Lincoln's baby photography, so that's probably not it either, but... Oh! Actually it is! Seems
fucking hate
like a
this game.
solid lead, as it mentions a Valve and an award-winning photographer on the page. It's a business in Beacon, New York, and on the site it has a picture of a baby and a camera captured caption with Cam Lincoln reaching for his namesake. I guess he takes after his father, Val. The bottom of the website says 1998 to 1999. The picture has been added to your evidence. There we go. Cam Lincoln.
So
Oh, reaching for his name. Okay, so that's his. Okay, so Val is the guy. Because we can take a picture of the baby. Okay, cool.
right. But so are we assuming that they're siblings?
I mean,
How did he get Lincoln as his name? He marry
well, I mean, it's probably not his legal name. His probably legal name is still Webb's. Valerie Lincoln.
Oh, were you?
A real
were you onto something?
As far as you can tell, there's no connection between Valerie and the root trees. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
Thankfully, they were like, yes, this is a thing, but no, it's not actually a thing. So I was right that they're not going to make us dead name a person. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting
God.
the. Unless, I mean, maybe
No, there you
Lincoln
go.
is
It-
name.
Featured in Telephoto, the cover, which features one of his photos, as well as portions of the article, has been added to your evidence. Alright, hire Cam. Did I put your listing of baby? Baby. Alright, and then you are a photographer.
So, I mean,
What? Hold on. What would photographer count as?
it's not on there?
Artist? No. Yeah, photo isn't. Camera? No, cashier.
Journalist? No, it's not on there either.
He's... Yeah. After his father. Hold on, let me go back and read that thing and see what the thing says here. So let me just look at the other evidence we got. Hold on. This features a photo of Val Lincoln. Oh.
I mean, that's a broad.
Huh?
I said that's a lady, right?
Yeah, I think that is... Yeah. I mean...
Clementine.
Yeah. Okay, so yes. Val might be trans, might be gender fluid. I don't know. Let's see. Or might be the other, like, might have trans but kept Val, because Val's a, like, gender neutral name.
Yeah,
So,
that could be.
Might have been like, okay, well, I was born female, now male, Val works for both. So, I surprisingly found out about the trans by accident because I was worried about dead naming.
That's funny.
Okay.
But still, what's their job?
Yeah, it's a photo magazine, the 19 issues. Val Lincoln, a photographer who went overseas during Desert Storm. He won the SPIA Award for photojournalism, specifically for the photo on the cover. Val got his start in high school when he took a photography class because, in his own words, he couldn't decide what else to do and thought it would be the best career in the world to shoot for Playboy. But he quickly found he had a knack for it and began to skip lunch and his free periods to spend more time in the dark room. Aw, I like dark rooms, they're fun. It's like where you actually develop your photo yourself. After graduating, he tried to pivot to landscaping photography, but didn't have any passion for it. I work much better when I'm trying to tell the story of a person or an object. He got lucky when a photographer mentor of his, who was going overseas to cover the war, decided to take a chance on him. Come with me to the war! Okay. Most people wouldn't call it lucky to go to an active war zone for no pay, but he bought my plane ticket, all my meals, and even pulled some strings so we could rush hit my passport. For someone that had never had a real job or even left California, it was a heck of a break. Val was only 19 at the time and shot the photo that won him an award the third night he was there. Oh, the photo depicts Lisa Clementine, who lost an arm in Operation Desert Storm. So, we're not right about the time. We're going back and forth on this.
Well, no, that could be his wife.
It could be,
So
yeah.
he's Val Lincoln.
According to the article, women were not subject to direct combat, and Lisa was in a vehicle at the time. The vehicle had to pull over suddenly when the road ahead was partially destroyed, and she and a fellow soldier were severely injured by a landmine. Vala said, I ran into Lisa just after her surgery and took this picture. Then, until she shipped out, I kept finding excuses to go back and take more pictures of her. I guess it was fate because that's the photo that won me an award and got me into your magazine, and also led to my engagement. Just earlier this week, she agreed to be Mrs. Lincoln.
Okay, so Lisa Clementine, military.
Yeah. Lisa...
Val Lincoln. No, you gotta flip it. Lisa's the root tree.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. Lisa...
Yeah.
Clementine. Military. That's why we couldn't find photography.
Yeah.
And then it's Val.
And it was nice of them to not put it in there, so that we had to rethink what we were doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we got those three. 2 of those count towards our next unlock.
So we just need 2 more, and we figured out the whole Mark's family tree line. Great. And I
we don't know. Wait, what is? Oh, I didn't put Regina's last name. What is it?
Salazar.
Salazar.
Yeah.
I missed that one last time. Okay.
That's fine. Oh, okay. That's all. That's all cleared. So we still, we still got that wealthy woman who's like on the top 100s. We got the lady that we don't know her name or her husband's name in the picture. And they're all kids. And then we have Beth confirmed, but we don't have. We gotta figure out her family's line. Okay.
Yeah. Do we? I think we can assume that they're in Florida, right? I don't know if that helps us at all, but like, do you think the kids were?
Hold on, where?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'm just going back to where her stuff. Bess Williams. Yeah, I'm just looking up her stuff again because. Yeah, she's in Miami. Can we just look up hurricane?
yeah. Well, did the
Nothing
hurricane have a name? Or, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, usually they do. In the hurricane. And then there wasn't anything else in the library, right? Oh, was there anything with besides the statue? Nope, nothing. Oh, it's raining again. Oh, wait. The Miami Sunday has no records that you can find online or in your periodical searches. It merges with another periodical and became the Miami Miracle Sunday, or Mercury Sunday, which folded after only a year. That lasted only a year. You find a small website about quirky printing historical facts that mention that the Miami Mercury Sunday was the outcome of a merging of two smaller failing newspapers. This results in one larger failing newspaper, which was only noticeable to the author because by combining the names in the way they did, it was tied to the longest title for American's newspaper at the time, with the newspaper in Jefferson, Texas. Wait. By combining their names in the way it did, it was tied for the longest title for an American newspaper at
the Jefferson Jimplecute. That doesn't yield anything. I don't know, is this just a dead end that they're fucking with us?
Nobody's been investigated. Hold on. So, you find a small website, it merged, and because of that, by combining their names in the way it did, it was tied for the longest title. Oh, okay, sorry. Alright, let me go back. Hold on. Miami Sunday, now defunct weekly newspaper, the last. It's credited to Miami at first glance. At first glance, that's suspicious. Let me check more, game. Oh, why did you do that? I want this copied.
That's so rude.
Oh, it's not.
You'll like it. Just read the bottom
Cuban
line.
by Cubans is a book of printing of Cuba released in 1963 and is credited to. On the second glance, it still doesn't seem relevant to your search in any way. Thanks, game!
Yeah, I got us.
Alright, let's go back to the side. I know, I feel like...
Is this a riddle? Are they trying to get us to merge the names and search for that?
I think... Because Miami is for the... I think what we're supposed to do is find what the merged name is.
Right.
Or the,
I think that's
the
right.
other one of the merged name. The, Miracle one. Whatever, or Mercury one. Because that is also a Miami paper, and I think that will have information about the hurricane. is what I'm
Mm.
thinking.
Well, that's this, isn't it? The Miami Mercury Sunday is the merger of the Miami Mercury and the Miami Sunday, right?
Is
It says it right there. The Miami Mercury Sunday was the outcome of the merging two smaller failing newspapers.
yeah, which we know the name of one of them, which is the Miami Sunday.
So it's then it's the Miami Mercury then. There you go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Thanks. I didn't understand everything, and once I did, we solved it. Just Google that, and we got it.
I've lost what I was doing. There we go. Alright, there we go. Non-defunct newspaper that merged with the Miami Sunday. The resulting newspaper went out of business. It seems at some point during this process it was at least partially archived and available via your periodical searches. Alright, and then that one, and then...
What do we want to search for? A hurricane?
yeah,
Or the library? What's the library's name?
the Bodekar Library? You can find it under Bess Williams.
Library.
Or, yeah.
Okay, we didn't land anything from that, but it gave us an article.
Section
Oh,
of
there's a
the
Bess Williams section, I guess.
Yeah, she got the nonfiction. Oh wait, it mentions Beth's young son, now an orphan, was in attendance during the dedication. It also has a letter later mentions from 1949, the last year the paper existed, about a bidding war for the planned expansion of the library in 1950. The bidding war was won by Wildcat Constructions, including a new statue, fountain, and a second room that would double as a count in its shelf count. Is this owned by the son? As having worked on many buildings in Miami, Florida, it seems to have ceased operations in 1960s.
Okay, that's not helpful.
Let's see if there's... was mentioned once in an article you've already seen about the expansion of the library. It was also mentioned earlier in 1947 under the headline, Constructing a Better World. Frank Wildcat Williams left Florida in 1941, a construction worker, and returned a hero. He won the Navy Cross for his bravery and sacrifice, having carried a fellow soldier to safety under heavy Nazi fire. Now he and his wife, Ophelia, are carrying his fellow soldiers through tough times at home. Oh, that's nice. Wildcat Constructions is Frank's company focusing on creating opportunities for soldiers finding difficulty getting back to normal. Ophelia has handled outreach to the wives of local veterans who are often able to provide insight into their husbands' needs and conditions. She has, through such outreach, found 13 veterans of the war to serve as Frank's employees. The community support has been unendingly and overwhelmingly positive. It has gotten to the point where if Frank bids on a project, other local companies have decided to step back and let the soldiers handle it. That's really nice. Like, I know this is all fake, but that's a really nice thought.
Yeah.
Like, of outcomes of thing.
If only the world, was like that.
This has become a bit of a sore spot for local politicians and business owners, as the bids are often not as low as they expected. The problem for them is that essentially Frank has a selective monopoly, but any attempts to circumvent it has caused an uproar and accusations of being un-American. It's uncertain what will become of Wildcat Constructions, but at least for now, we're rooting for them. Alright, Frank Wildcard Williams. Frank Wildcat Williams is listed on the few different military history websites. He was awarded a Navy Cross Medal in World War II, and the story goes that even after being stuck in the arm with a bullet, he continued to carry fellow soldiers to the military to death. He died in 1996, age 74, in a retirement community in Sweetwater, Florida. An obituary on the website of a local news channel that was written by his surviving family also sheds light on some of his personal life. He grew up as an orphan because his family died in a hurricane when he was very young. He could barely remember his mother and had no memory of his father. After the war, he ran a construction company that mainly hired World War II veterans and did a lot of jobs in and around the Greater Maine area.
Miami.
He's born a joker, thank you, and a shining light to those veterans who needed it most. An anecdote mentions that he used to insist he married his wife Ophelia as a matter of courtesy and convenience. She wouldn't have to change her last name. Okay, so they're both
Interesting.
Williams. A photo is attached of Frank in his youth juggling hammers in front of one of his construction sites, as he was often known to do. According to the article, he is survived by Ophelia, as well as his daughter Barbara and Sharon Williams. Oh my gosh, that is so much stuff. Hold on, let me put his stuff in before I forget. Frank Williams, Ophelia, Ophelia Williams. Oh, we don't know which order is which. Oh, wait.
No, but I'm gonna put him down anyway.
Wait.
What?
Why is... Oh. Sorry, I just scrolled down a little bit, and one of the husbands is Jane Doe.
Oh.
Which means they're dead. I mean,
Or-
yeah.
Well, or it just means they're not, like, they don't have an identity.
Oh,
She-
interesting.
no, there.
He's juggling hammers on a construction site. Okay, yeah, so he did the bit. I'm pretty sure he made a thing of his mom. Wait, he didn't know his mom, though. They said he didn't. That is a little
No,
weird,
I think
but-
it's a coincidence. Yeah.
Okay. Married and then adopted. Interesting.
Oh, so what did you put for his occupation? Is he a CEO?
Oh, I haven't done anything yet for that. I was gonna put construction worker. I was just seeing if I had
Oh,
anything
construction. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
anything else to add. But I don't think I do. Okay.
So he'll be our third guy.
Yep, we need one more. Which we do know Beth, but we don't have pictures of, or we do know the kids' names.
Barbara and Sharon Williams. Yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
can find something.
Oh, no. Okay.
Nope.
I know, I'm just
Need-
grabbing that quickly so
Yeah.
I can grab her name. And... Ah, fine.
Nothing for all three of them. At least in the whatchamacallit, in the spider search.
Nothing relevant there. 1940. Oh yeah, because that makes sense. It is done in 1949, and he passed in 1996. So maybe nothing there. Okay.
It's interesting. One of his daughters. I don't know if you said this already, but one of his daughters is adopted.
Yes. One of his daughters is adopted.
By. Oh, okay. What? So that is his. That's his granddaughter, but actually by blood. But he adopted her After.
Yes.
after
Yes,
those two
yes,
split
yes,
up.
yes. Or no, I
So I
think
wonder-
I think they died.
That's well, yeah, yeah. So the guy. So how did they die?
Yeah.
We don't know, but so yeah, he must have adopted their kid after they passed away.
Barbara. Nothing relevant. Hmm.
You spelled it wrong, but I think I typed it right, and I don't think there's anything.
No. Okay. Oh wait.
Just straight up murder.
Nothing there. Okay. I had to check.
Sure.
Okay. He's to. Wait. No. The daughter. As well as his daughters. Wait. That doesn't make sense if it was. No, these two both have to be alive. Because he was survived by them, so they're both alive, so it can't be a murder.
Okay.
Though I don't know how.
Well, still-
I don't know. She gave.
I don't know
up-
how to make sense of this.
Well, she had to have given up the rights, but left her child to
some
them.
reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that has to have been how it happened, because they're.
But also, why is that his daughter? Is it just legally his daughter? Is that what it means? Like he said, he's survived by his daughters.
Yeah, I think it's legally because he adopted her. Like she
Okay.
gave up her rights, and then she was gonna go into orphanage or whatever. And he's like, "Nope, mine." So I think.
So that's his granddaughter and his daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Okay.
would be
That's weird.
definitely his daughter and his granddaughter, but he legally adopted her. Guardian adopted her otherwise. So
Yeah.
like
Okay. Strange.
so
There's a huge age gap between them. That means.
yeah, there has to be a pretty huge age gap. And she's got a lot of kids too. I still want to this lady.
Yeah.
So annoying.
We could maybe try searching some of these people now that we've unlocked a bunch of periodicals.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, she's from Australia. That's the thing. We don't have an
oh
Australia.
yeah, that's what it is. That's right.
Well, she was also on a top 100. Where is her father?
There she is.
Uh.
Down 3.
Yeah. Oh, not in the modern musicals. No. Nothing relevant there. Oh wait. Well, that's a major news. Don't think so. Tabloid. Nothing. Okay. Darn. Business Watch. Okay. Business Watch has signed the report on seems to just go over the link into given the macro. The entire text seems to dig at personal life and lack of traditional values, but who am I to judge? Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for her own child. Oh wait.
There's multiple pictures of that first daughter too, so she could get. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping back, but
No,
like
it's fine.
she could
Yeah,
be
go ahead.
in a magazine, in a newspaper article, like whatever. I don't know.
What do you mean there's not top up? Oh. Really? Okay.
Your
Dang.
lovely sister just made me a delicious looking dinner.
Must be hard to eat.
Thank you.
You know,
I think I figured out why we haven't been able to find the top 100 wealthiest women.
Why?
Pretty sure it's an O. Okay, I thought it was like they put an O here because the numbers look a little different. Okay, I thought it was something like that where it was like 100 or 100 because they look slightly different. But I'm just crazy. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm just crazy and it's not the game being really, really jerk like that. Relevant there. Was she on this list? Hold on. When was she on the list? Is featured in mini. She owns a private island. Mid-70s. Nope. 80s, she once showed up at a cherry function. I doubt it. I'm just going through all the...
I'm gonna let you steer for a minute.
Yep, that's
I'm
fine.
here, but I'm still
I
just
know.
eating this dinner.
She has no husband. I'm just gonna quickly go through all the things just to make sure she's not on any of them. Oh, the music place is also defunct. Okay, good to know. Nope. Nope, nope. Is she in Team Blast? No, okay. No. Alright. Oh, man. Man. We don't even have the name of the last girl for him at all.
Maybe we should look back into that because they gave us so much, I feel like.
For
And there was that guy that she was with, her
her husband, yeah.
husband or dad or whoever it was.
I'm trying to see if there's like an Australian newspaper.
What was that? That lady that wrote his book. What was her name? Do you remember?
Susie Sassafra. If you go to the fish image, it has her name on the very top.
Got you. Cicely Sanchez. That's
Yeah.
right.
Marshall mentions you don't tell me. You don't tell me the name. I'm very wealthy. First opportunity. Where do you have this? Oh yeah, this is from Susie. Cicely. All phones are instead under the label Sisters, provided these runs by the Richard Company for use in our book.
So my thinking is, since we got that document that has all the names of the secretaries in it, we have 3 out of 4 people. If you want,
yeah.
we could probably brute force this without like
But we
too
don't know
much
her
effort.
job.
No, she's got to be a secretary, is what I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
But actually, is that maybe not a fair assumption? Because if she's on that list, she's a secretary. But I guess she could be someone else from the office. But
I mean, he mostly dated secretaries. But also,
it could be a matter too of like you can logically deduce based on
Yeah,
like who was hired and who quit. You know, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but it's just a thought.
also, I wanted to say this. I'm mostly disappointed in Guy, but there was 2 relationships that I was okay with. And I put quotations around that. Obviously Robin, because he had no power over her. They were both rich at that point, whatever. And then the other one actually I'm okay with is the first one, Joanna, because he met her when he didn't have any power over her. I mean, he was still richer than her, but like she
Right.
was Zach's secretary, not his. Everyone else I'm not happy with, except I kind of think I'm okay with Susan because I think Susan purely did it simply to get the money for her thing. Her like school extension. Like I purposely
she
think
used him.
yeah, I purposely think she like was like cuz like in the back of the unknown girl's photo, you can see her there. Like she's there. So, I think she purposely was like, this is my chance. I can get some money. I can get this thing done that I wanted to get done. And so I think she purposely used him. I'm guessing. But otherwise, those are the only 2 relationships I'm okay with for Guy. I'm like, Guy, don't use your power on your secretaries like this. That's rude. But those 2, okay, because, you know, you didn't have power over one or either of those 2, and I think the last girl used you. But still, these 2, bad Guy, bad. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright, okay, yeah, we can look through the secretaries and try and brute force it. Let me put secretary,
Yeah, but I mean, I said that, and then you were like, "How do we know the job?" And now I'm thinking back, like, do we know it's a secretary? I don't know, man.
We can check anyways. Has to be where's Susan? Okay, she's.
That's the year of the Christmas party, so it's either the 3rd or the
I think the
4th one.
yeah, it might be the 3rd. Let's see, secretaries. Christine Garland is the first one. And Corin, we're hired. Juliet, I'm no longer. And Lisa. Okay, there's so many. Lisa Lewis, Valerie Ewan. There we go. Yeah, you're Christine. Oh, you're Christine Farrow. Okay. So, hold on. The 7, 8 didn't have a Christmas party, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh no, there it is. Christmas tree bash.
Shoot. Okay, 1980 had the bash. Did 1978 have the bash? Yes. But 1979 did not. Okay. So 79, so it has to be 80. Okay. Because Because 79 was the year he met Robin. Because he was traveling to the other areas. So it had to be in 80.
Okay. Good work.
Okay, so Linda or Angela or Catherine. Right? 81 also has a bash. Christmas tree bash. Christmas tree bash. Okay, yeah. So let's start with Linda Lewis. I hit the wrong thing. Shoot. Alright. Ah, gosh dang it. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Alright. Okay. You. Linda Lewis. No. Angela Ingram.
Didn't pop for me.
Okay.
Okay, maybe this was a bad idea.
Catherine. Might as well try the last one. Catherine. Oh, wait, is it Carpenter? No, it's Garrett. No. Okay, wait, yeah, it's not Garland, is it? Yep, right.
I guess we don't know enough to be able to deduce
Well,
it yet.
the problem is, it might be like Susan, and she might not be a secretary anymore. So it's not popping because of that. Like her job might not be secretary anymore.
That's true. Or that woman in the photo isn't a secretary. Like
Yeah, she might be
I
like
just kind
Robin.
of assumed she was. Yeah,
She,
that's
I mean,
my
she
bad.
could be a secretary. She probably is. He's got a pattern, but I don't think.
And why else would he be hugging her? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think she's a secretary anymore. The only one that popped for a secretary still was Christine Farrow. So I think she might have changed her jobs. But I have no way of figuring out how. Wait. The last night in 1978. Okay, so you are way before this lady. Dang it, okay. The last time. Alright, what do we... 6 pieces the number 1 still right now? Telephoto. Oh yeah, we already got the information from that. Oh wait, did we finish all of them? Yeah, we finished all of you. Okay. Man, I feel like we're missing something for Robin. Like, she's supposed to be... she's probably the easiest one to get, and we're just missing something. Because she's...
It's hard because she's all the way over in Australia. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you do for that?
Nothing about that, okay. Dang it, Ramen, you're probably the easiest one. Nothing relevant to that.
They keep telling us that she's a big, like, skankerino. I wonder if that's something we can use.
Yeah.
Like in that article, they talk about, like, she loved sex so freaking much, she got her tubes tied, and she showed up with 2 guys.
It's the tabloid one. One of these is a tabloid one, isn't it? No. Dang it. Yeah. Alright, let's look at Business Watch again. Because that's the only one that is on there. 1992. Unimaginable Wealth, The Writer at Business Watch. I mean, she does have a child.
Yeah, wait a minute. When did she get her tubes tied? That's such a good point.
There's a weirdly circular rumor somewhere in the mid-70s that she had a medical procedure to ensure she never had a child. You find a joke on a site called Edgy Jokes that implies she's quite promiscuous and has a punchline involving robin's eggs. So it's mentioned here that she doesn't have a child, but she does. The business thing even says, but who am I to judge? Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for her own children. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's a clue.
It is, and I just don't know how it connects.
Yeah. Can I just search up Australia? Nothing. Dang it. That was hopeful. Man, my brain is like, what is it? What's the information I need? Yeah. Yeah, we're stuck.
Oh wait, there's the hint. I'm gonna grab a hint. I don't care. In search for everything on the list of notable events, there's a good place to start. Wait.
Notable events. What is that, on the reminders thing?
Yeah, it's the reminders.
Or is that its own thing? Notable events. Start here.
Yeah. Sam was bestseller for a few months. In March, the race company sold. Clark was announced as part of the thing. So, welcome Sammy Family Friend, Client Trust. The announcements. Mania. I mean, we looked up. I mean, I can look up Jane Doe Recre, I guess. Still in like that. She was named Jane Doe. I get why they did it, but I don't like that they used the name you give people who are dead that is you don't know their identity.
That's just one context. It's just, yeah, it's just
but
meant
that's
to
the
give.
main context. Like every.
I mean, as you see it on TV, yeah.
Yeah, well, like any dead body that's found that you can't identify that's a woman, like you can't find their identity. Every single one is called Jane Doe. Jane Doe of wherever they're located or whatever, but that's like the main go-to. So like, I don't like that they used that name for this person who's not dead. Wait. Oh yeah, we couldn't take her picture, right? Yeah. But, no, she's not important. Okay. Her information is not important. So it's probably not that one that matters. Alright, I'm grabbing nothing. I don't know what you want me to look for, Duck. The Rutri Rift. Okay. That's what it's saying to look up. Okay, we'll look that up. The 3-press release from the Rutri Candy Company after the release of 6 pieces was referred to as the Rutri Rift due to a clear conflict between them. The first was fairly standard. It stated that there was no president of the Rutri Company, but that the entire family was made aware of the release of the book and that they would be meeting as soon as possible. Only then could they verify the legitimacy of the claims it raised and decide next steps. The second release was emailed to business newspapers 3 hours later and announced that after a vote, Ron Rutri would be taking over temporarily as an interim president. It also went on to state that Ron was aware of the book and had verified the claims within and would look into the compensating Mrs. Madsen and her family immediately. It also stated that the company lawyers would be taking immediate steps into the family to revisit the clan trust terms to make sure nothing like this could happen again. It was quickly clear to business reporters and analysts that the time between the two press releases would not have been logistically sufficient to gather a majority of the family, even under conference calls. This was reported on many news channels, and a third, much shorter press release came the next day. It claimed that a draft of the announcement was made prematurely and that Clark, Rafferty, Lugzo, and Ron would be taking over the company's first joint presidency. It also stated that after any correspondence planned would be based on a stringent verification process.
So something to do with Ron here. Yeah.
I mean,
because he just kind of waltzed in and did his own thing, I guess.
Announcement and instead started that Ron and Clark would take over. A few weeks later, Ron was dropped from the title entirely. There are hundreds of results about this development, but most articles are retellings of basic details. Some veer into heavy speculation based on the article about Ron and Business Business Watch. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Ron has also done some interviews saying that the truth of what went on behind the scenes is not something he wishes to discuss. Instead, he hopes to release a movie about it someday. 3 weeks ago, Ron's mother, Gwen, died in Paris, France. He and his brother Robbie have seemingly made amends. Alright, what did you say in Business Watch? What really happened with Roottree? The article mentions that nobody from Roottree that they reached out to was willing to go onto records. Instead, the timeline of events has been constructed from public records, accidental leaks, and a source on the inside. The only parts that are new to you are also the most vague parts, the ones supposedly confirmed by their anonymous source. The timeline says that the family actually held a preliminary vote after Clark Roottree died, but before the release of the six-piece, and decided they wanted Ron Roottree to take over because of his expertise running RR Productions. Wait. Hold on. Let me look at this quickly. Yeah, okay. Ron is Ronald. Okay, sorry. I was just making sure it wasn't the one that was embezzling. And because he was a well-known and well-respected Roottree. But Ron seemed way too eager and personally motivated. They were worried he would gut the clan trust to remove Robbie Roottree. The family was notoriously unwilling to do anything that would risk their wealth. They stalled, and Ron became frustrated with the delay. When the six-piece came out, he saw his chance to force action while the family was in the limelight, and released the press release himself in an attempt to get the ball rolling faster. This caused chaos within the family. They tried to save face by allowing Ron to take over as co-president with Clark, but according to Business Watch's source, Ron was impossible to deal with. He seemed like he was unwilling to protect the clan trust, and they eventually let him go. After that, the role passed solely to Clark, who nobody was excited about, but seemed like the safest choice. Okay. Doug, this is not helping me much.
No.
Right, Duck. You need to give me more information.
Oh, wait, we can...
Search Romania now. We can what?
Oh, okay. It's just telling you, like, the main thing to look into.
Yeah, it's probably suggesting random, like, things that I haven't fully looked into, I guess. Because we've looked into this before.
Definitely we have, yeah.
Oh, wait. We might... Immediately followed the announcement that a rapper going by Five Pez is actually Roottree. Collectively, popular culture seemed to focus on the Roottree family and Five Pez for a few weeks before everything fell oversaturated, and so society moved on. Because of the Five Pez saga, an underlining through line to how pop culture treated Roottree mania was an excuse for everyday people to claim they were also Rootrees. Daytime talk shows had I'm a Secret Roottree episodes. Late night hosts and guests made jokes about other lost members of the family, and there was a widely shared website where you could fill in your own name to find out if you were a secret Roottree. When you submit your name, it simply says no, with an image of Clark Rafferty giving you the finger. Okay. Roottree mania lasted only a few weeks, just long enough for Six-Piece to re-enter the charts and to trigger new printings of the other Roottree-related media. This includes Laura's diaries, VHS releases of Gwen's old movies, as well as countless other unauthorized biographies, which mostly seem to attempt to capitalize on the Roottree sisters, Clark and Brenda. These re-releases were too lazy to successfully capitalize on or extend the craze. As a result, most of them were failures, and countless knowledge shirts that had a variation of I'm a Secret Roottree became immediately unfashionable, though some people still wear them ironically.
Cool. Thanks, Doc.
I'm. Hold on. What is the name of her re-release book?
Six Pieces or the diary? Oh, gotcha.
Revisiting the diary. Because I'm one. I'm just gonna grab her name and see. Oh, freaking one, no S. Laura Retrees, author of A Life Between Wars, was tracked down by a reporter as being in one of the most upscaled memory care facilities in Pittsburgh. She was relocated back to Pennsylvania when she began suffering from Alzheimer's. There was a minor backlash towards the reporter that tracked Laura down because they were caught standing on a ladder and holding their camera over the privacy window to take a photo of Laura and her son Clark sitting on a bench outside near a small pond on the premises. Alright, well, that was not exactly what I wanted, but that might, nope, that might be enough. There's a single passage that focuses on potential affairs in her immediate family. You've added it to the rest of your evidence. Haha.
Wait, it's the same book? Or was there an update? Because that's
There's an
obnoxious.
update. An entry entitled Cruelty from Laura's book written in 1963. It focuses on the relationship between her mother and father. While it offers only redundant information during your previous investigation, it mentions the subject of affairs and may be more useful this time around. Okay, so it was in the book before, but
yeah.
I mean, it does say it says in reminders. All evidence from below where is it? Some books and magazines from previous investigations may be relevant to your new ones. So it did.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, but so it's kind of telling you might need to go back through them. I didn't get the impression that you were gonna have to research old stuff that you had already added to your evidence. That seems counterintuitive.
Okay. I am no stranger to true love. Jacob and I married at an age that most deem unfit for marriage, but he was also enlisted at an age that most deemed unfit for war. He had no choice. I knew in my heart that our marriage was one of the ages. He and I would still be happy today if not for Okinawa. That was nearly 20 years ago, but there is an emptiness in my soul. I do not understand my contemporaries. So many girls I went to school with have taken multiple lovers. So many of my girlfriends' husbands have been unfaithful. If I am able to remain true to the ghost of a man with no chance of physical recuperations, no potential for long conversations, how could it be so hard to love someone you can reach out and touch, someone you can joke with? I have not had to deal with such madness at home. My parents are a perfect match in the worst way. My mother's cruelty is a perfect fit for my father's general spite. In turn, Pop's status enables her increased need to gloat and feel superior. I have grown up with their cruelty and disdain for others for my entire life. Even my family remains unspared. They make fun of my grandpop and his family, saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, but nothing's thicker than Elias." They mimic Grandma's Gwyneth's lisp and see her kindness as a weakness. Elith, Pelith, remember them. Not even our family's maladies and religions go unmocked. Remember, God only put eye in miracle. I can say, without a doubt in my mind, that my parents have never had eyes for anyone outside their marriage. They're too self-centered to look astray.
So this is where we find out your hypothesis from before is true. It's not that Ernie misheard them. It's that the mom has a lisp. Yeah.
So instead of Beth, it's Beth.
Beth.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, so I found something useless now, but I found something. Thanks, Duck. Okay, What else do you have to tell me, Duck? In your last vision, now the time is worth. And again, reminders. Okay. One of the people mentioned your reminders is Caroline Modern. She seems like someone who would have spoken up about everything. Is she the one who wrote the Steamy books?
She's the artist and activist, like the queer activist.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have looked her up a while ago, shouldn't we have?
Well, why not just look up the whole chart? This game's kind of ticking me off. I'm bored. Okay.
I mean, she's
Hey, we
the,
got
she literally had a. I think her thing was like she was talking out against her family. So, like, we remembered the conspiracy theory website. We probably should have remembered the girl who was talking out against her family, admittingly. After the release of Six Piece, Caroline did a television interview. Someone had uploaded a particular transcript of the interview on the television section of a messaging community. The transcript is her only answers and is missing the questions. This creates a somewhat confusing reading experience, but does give you a bit more history about Caroline and some of her family members. Okay, what else do you have to give us? Full information. This is Cable News, a transcript of only the answers. Thank you for having me. I've never really fit into the family, so it doesn't surprise me. She could have put me in if she wanted to talk about the times during my Activision days when I almost got arrested for stealing the spark plugs out of all of her tractors, but I don't really think it fit her narrative. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we probably should have remembered her, but we were not. I was not going to. Yes and no. They never tried to kick me out. Oh, because she's a lesbian. Or send me to live on a farm, if that's what you mean. But I was already pretty unpopular, and once everyone learned why I divorced my husband, few people paid me any attention. She's my wife, not legally, but we've been together for half our lives. Call it what it is. I was 20 and she had just had my daughter. I hate to look back on that time because I was a terrible mother the first few years. I left my daughter with my ex-husband and followed Guy on a private jet to Europe. He lost a tooth and a client. I found love and a better understanding of who I was. Still, in our family's eyes, his trip was somewhat more acceptable. Explain that. Alright, so she was on the trip in the winter time, so she might actually have information about Robin. No, I can't stand him. It's probably about Guy. Our family wrote off his behavior like he was some huge fan of romance or women. Yep. But he didn't like the entire woman. Yeah. It was doubly awkward for me because he was more supportive than most. Oh, that's at least nice. I slowly figured out it was because he assumed I would be as shallow as he was. Oh, okay, well, less nice. He was a workaholic. He seemed nice enough and did a good job. I didn't know him well. That was one of Sam's problems with our family. Oh, she's talking about Ernie now. None of us did except Carl. Honestly, I get why she's annoyed. Because Carl was the only one who spoke up about getting his family money for when he had health stuff. I'd rather not speak ill of the dead, not unless you want more stories about Guy. With Carl, I'm willing to speak ill about Guy. Okay, with Carl though, all I can say is we used to be friends before they sent him to private school. He came back a lot judgier. It made sense when they made him president. He was a lot like my father after they disciplined the fun out of him. After I started protesting the farms, he stopped returning my calls. Oh well, he's harder to label. When I was a teenager, he was basically drunk or high or both all the time. He actually used to sell me pot. His problem with women were different than guys. But he never really judged me. I guess he knew it would be pretty hypocritical to judge anyone for anything. Back then he was destructively unreliable in every way, but nowadays he's just kind of boring and old. I prefer that to how he used to be and to Guy and Carl, but it's still a cautionary tale. I hope I'm never that boring and old.
Huh.
What was she talking about?
Yeah.
That last one. This is a cable news interview, a transcript.
Talking about Clark?
No, because she says, I prefer that to how he used to be and to Guy and Clark. So she prefers this third person better than Clark and Guy.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot Clark was on there.
On a site about television.
Who's the other guy?
Yeah.
Would it be James Rutry? Or Miracle?
I don't think it's Miracle. I was gonna say maybe Miracle, but I don't think it is because his problems with women were different than guys. So
He actually used to sell me pot.
yeah. Guess he knew it would be pretty hypocritical to judge anyone for anything. Pretty hypocritical to judge anyone.
No, see, it says I used to how he used to be and to Guy and Carl. So it could be Clark.
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Because he was also in the band and he has a terrible history with women.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought you said Carl, and so you thought the third person, like this one, last one was about Carl. Yeah. You could talk. Yeah, she's probably talking about Clark. Where are they on the tree? They're cousins, right? Yeah, they're cousins. No, kinda. He's like.
Your uncle?
No, yeah, they're cousins.
Where's she?
Yeah.
Cousins,
They're
okay.
same age group. They're the free group.
Free spirit.
Yeah. So yeah, she could be talking about Clark. That's fine.
Totally unreliable.
Yeah, that would make sense. He was in a band. He used to sell her pot. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay. So her thing kind of doesn't provide much.
Yeah, did this help us?
No, I'm willing to go for more. I'm okay. Ducky, what else you got for hints? Okay. Oh, that's just that girl, the blonde. Okay.
What do you mean, what blonde?
It's just a restaurant.
Yeah, but that's the couple, the Antonellis. That's gotta be.
Is that them? Isn't
The couple in the photo.
No, because it's Christine Garland.
Huh?
That's the blonde. I mean, it might mention her kids.
What do you mean it's the blonde? What blonde are you talking about?
The second affair with Guy. Many years before that, there was a puff piece on Valentine's Day, 1978, that asked recently married residents of Butler County how they met. Christy Garland responded, she and her husband Steve, who was a chef at Antonio's, met years ago when she delivered produce from her mother's farm. Steve used to work extra hours just to be there during her deliveries. Although they grew apart when the restaurant switched suppliers, they reconnected by chance and eloped at the end of the last year. Now she has a bun in the oven, and they're both working at as much as they can. She's a secretary, but went back to delivering produce on the weekend, trying to save up money to move to Boston and open their own restaurant.
Oh yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
So,
But, I mean, she at the time had a baby. She had a bun in the oven, so, but that's...
I guess they want us to look for their children.
I mean, I don't think we ever looked up Christine Garland. No, okay. Does she
What
have
about
anything-
Christine? What about, did you get her regular name? Her maiden name?
Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Maybe, but I actually want to quickly do Steve. See if he... Couple of them. The first was an article about how he met his wife Christine when he worked at. The second is from months later in September of 1970. So look up Steve. 1978. A list for his weekend cooking classes, Gourmet for the Groovy. The blurb mentions that he's been giving lessons from his home kitchen for the last month so that he can keep an eye on his son. The third was from 1991, and the title is Local Author Sued by Former Butler County Residents. It seems that a local author by the name of Mark Zimmer was sued by Garland after Garland saw Zimmer promoting his book Kitchen Tales on television. His recipe book was particularly plagiarized from the recipes that Steve Garland would give his students during his cooking lessons before he moved. The article mentions that although recipes are hard to copyright, Garland's accompanied each recipe with a short fiction about how he learned it. These usually doubled as a way to remember certain ingredients. Garland's bean salad, for example, involved making a trade with a gnome for some magic beans. Apparently, these stories were found word for word in Zimmer's cookbook, in addition to additional stories that followed the same format.
Whoop.
Okay, hold on.
I searched Mark Zimmer and I got some.
Okay, I want to just quickly... Oh, yeah, I wanted to quickly look up this specifically. Nothing. Okay. No, okay. History. This one. Where is your... Okay, there it is. I want to be lazy and I don't want to do it. Okay. It tells a story-based recipe book credited to Mark Zimmer that had some success after it was featured on a morning talk show. The book released before the internet was widespread, so mentions are rare. One book collector stated that the publishers were unprepared for the demand and that there was no second printing, so it's unusual to find a copy in the wild. You find an alternative medicine website which focuses on cooking with natural ingredients. It mentions that one of Kitchen Tale's recipes uses salt water. The owner of the site has included a scan of the recipe, which was added to your evidence. She says if you switch out the salt water in the recipe for a mix of 2/3 spring water and 1/3 filtered salt water, it tastes great. Why did we get evidence for that? The book that combined recipes and stories. It was mildly popular, but seems to disappear from the marketplace since 1992. You found a scan of one on a website. It demonstrates how to bake the platted loaf. For years, two bakers, Flora and Yates, flirted. Oh, wait. For years, two bakers, Flora and Yates, flirted. They grew their relationship, compared recipes, and combined knowledge. She loved his salt and pepper bread. He adored her rosemary cheeks. Though they thought sweetly about one another, but he was one day whisked away, corresponded to bake the army's bread. By the oil of lamp, Flora tears began to salt her bread. The recipe asked the readers to combine flour, yeast, sugar, olive oil, and rosemary, combine the salt and water together, and add to mixture and whisk until the dough begins to rise. It was 10 to 12 years later that they met again, seemingly by fate. Floren's unique dough had earned her a position as the king's personal baker. Yates had found success as well. He baked for the kingdom's 45 diplomats. One day they returned from the Duchess Isles with a gift, 450 unbaked loaves, and were sent to the palace bakery to teach a method that requires no kneading. Allow the dough to proof for 10 to 12 hours, then spread it out and let it sit for over 45 minutes on a floured baking sheet with no kneading. Next, prepare a Dutch oven, preheated oven to 450. Upon saying Yeats, Flora was both delighted and distraught. She felt as if she was torn in two. She had not been made aware of the gift and had already prepared buns for the palace oven. She wished to greet Yeats warmly, but was struck by fears that he'd be unable to bake with her, that she'd face retribution for being unprepared. She cried to Yates, adding more salt to her dough. Cut the dough into 2 equal pieces and lightly sprinkle salt across the top of only one of them. Yates eased her pain. He insisted that she had no obligation to prepare for a return she thought impossible, but he shared her fear of retribution. He knew if they did not solve her predicament, they'd miss their final chance to bake together. In the end, instead of wallowing in the present, they worked together to shape the future. They twisted and entwined their doughs and baked them as one. Thus was born the plated loaf. Words quickly spread of this new delight. The king's decree on royal parchment was that it would be considered a delicacy. Roll and twist the pieces to entwine them, then take the twist and wrap around the inside of the Dutch oven, atop parchment from outside inwards to make a spiral. Bankrolled by the king, Flora and Yeats spent their days baking together. They traveled for 45 years, then settled down for 15 more. The souls were golden and with no regrets. Lightly bake for 45 minutes, remove oil. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Because it sounds kind of similar to the two, Stephen and Christine. So I was really hoping like the last parts would have like maybe something that could be used as a kid name.
Stephen and Christine. Where's that? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what the story sounds like.
Oh, Garland. Okay, got you.
Yeah, Garland's story sound like Florin and Yates sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, are those names on there? Nope.
No. I mean, it has a 2, but... Wait. We're golden and with no regrets. Why did you give us this then?
Are they twins or something? Like, I don't know.
I mean...
Take their bread and twist them together? Or is that a metaphor for them banging? Like, I don't really get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if Guy and his sister were twins. Which only matters because if they're twins, then that means if Christine and Stephen's kids are twins, then that means they are probably also Guy's kids, because twins usually have a higher chance of having twins. Which is only a small thing, but you know, it's not a big thing. This duck is not helping as much as I thought. Restaurant mentions as an owner. Oh, there's a Rachel Zimmerman. Huh?
That's the first thing that it's given us that we didn't have. I wonder how that works. The Butler County Times
Yeah.
did an article about.
Have a few mentions in the Butler County Times. Both were local business owners. Werner owned owned the restaurant, and Mark owned a local bookstore called Barkmarks. They both closed. Mark was also mentioned in Butler Times when he was sued by Steve Garland. Why did she? I guess maybe to find Steve. But we already knew his name.
Those names are in the list.
Rachel.
Rochelle Zimmer. And what was the husband's name? Mark?
Mark Zimmer.
And what did you say they were? They were
She's
cooks?
No, they were the owner and a bookstore bookstore keeper. Mark Zimmer was the guy that got sued by Garland.
So they might just be on the list just because.
Yeah, red herrings.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna jump back, because if we can figure anything out about Frank Williams' kid, we just need one, and we have their names. Because I don't know what that. Maybe we'll get more information from them later. Because we need 4 more, and then we get another update from people. So.
Right.
They live. Did we have we had a periodical for this one? Nothing will. What was the other one? Barbara. A. There's an A on the end of that. Okay. Wait, that's not how you spell that, is it? Is it really? Okay. Dang it. Right, we were using, the Miracle Minute, okay. That was the right one. I check her name. Dang it. Oh, he lived in Florida. Wait, hold on. Wait, do we have a Florida paper here?
Yeah, Miami.
Oh.
Mercury.
Yeah. Wondering if we have a Florida. A newer Florida one. Okay. Ooh. Nah. Oh wait. Is it? No. Okay. We're like stuck on so many. Stinks. We need just one more.
Yeah, I think something that this game, this added content, it's not structured the same as the other game.
Yeah.
I feel like you could get to everything from like
Well, it was also
multiple
a thing
angles.
where
It
like you
feels
could
like
kind of guess and. Oh, there's right. Okay, fine. We'll do that. We'll keep going down this line that you want us to go down. That doesn't sound worth it, but okay. They're suggesting we look up their book, which is Kitchen Tales by Mark Zimmerman or whatever.
okay.
Yeah. The other thing was that the first game you could kind of like force. Oops, wrong way. Force their hand. You know? Like you could kind of guess it.
Garnishing the truth.
Garnishing the truth. The entire description of this book this is a recipe book that contains stories. And then Garland and Zimmerman. It was re-released. It was released in 19... Oh, because there's Garland. Oh, okay. Hold on. So... Mark Zimmerman and... Actually quite successful after the duo appointed to promote it on a daytime talk show. There have been multiple printings since. According to book reviews, the recipes are accompanied by stories that help the readers remember their ingredients. Reviews say it seems to be perfect for learning to book with the entire family. Okay, what's your name, dude? What's your...
Mark Zimmer? You looking for Mark?
No, I'm looking for Steve Garland.
Oh, okay.
Because they're both part... Oh, shoot. Mark. Alright, hold on. Is this how you look it up? How do we look up
Yeah.
when it's two
Just
names?
Garland and Zimmer like you did,
Okay.
yeah.
The series of acknowledgments from Steve. The first is, Christine, thank you for everything. Your support means the world to me. You are the apple of my pie. The second is to James and Robert. You're becoming amazing men and incredible chefs. I guess I'm a good teacher. The final is to Mark Zimmer. You proved me storytelling approach to recipes could be popular. Without this book couldn't exist. This is also forewarned by Mark. I first met Steve in 1978 when he taught a cooking class. Next time I saw him over a decade later when he was suing me for stealing his recipes. Yes, really. So you might wonder what I'm doing in this introduction. Well, it turns out that Steve and I had more in common than we thought. Instead of settling in court, we settled it at Karin's Brewhouse over a game of darts. They said they'd give us the first drinks of the night free for an entire year for mentioning them. By the end of the game, he and I agreed we'd both rather make a ton of money together than spend a ton of money on lawyers. It's pretty rare to meet your best friend so late in life, but when I decided to retire, I moved to Boston just so we could hang out. So, if you're browsing this book in a bookstore, please buy our book. We need more money for when the free beers run out, and the bookstore could probably use the sale. Alright, so
Interesting.
James Zimmerman. Let's just look at random ones. Nope, Garland, not Zimmerman. Nothing for James. And Robert. Let's just see if either one of them is important. Neither there. Okay, so we have names now. We have James and Robert, and we have Barbara. We have so many names that just don't seem to have any importance. Game. You're giving us
What are the names of the kids again? Robert and what?
James Zimmerman.
Robert and James
Or maybe
Zimmer.
together. I mean Garland, not Zimmer, sorry.
Or Garland. Yeah, you're right.
They're nothing important together, dang it. Oh, they moved to Boston and I don't think we have anything.
I looked up that pub. It says it's a lot of famous people have been there, but it says at the bottom, local and regular Stevie G, which is, Garland, wrote a book about food. We prefer cocktails, but he gave us a shout out. We're not going to say no to free press. So go grab a bite at his kid's joint, the Fried Eye, and then swing by to meet him for a drink.
Okay. There's a fairly popular restaurant in Boston. They don't have a website, but many locals seem to mention them in various places. One more in-depth review explains that it's not a full restaurant, just a front door and a very small interior with a window. Unusually, the restaurant only serves vegetables, but a lot of reviews say that, in spite of that, it's delicious. You also find a short story about it listed on a website called My Boston Homepage. Whoever run the page seems to just link to random sites related to Boston, tell personal anecdotes related to Boston, and give their relative short opinions on things in Boston. It is very unorganized. It has this to say about fried eyes. Wicked overrated. I saw it in Chef's signature. Oh, I'm gonna grab that quickly. Finally got another periodical. Alright. So I went to there, and there was a huge line, and they didn't have a single meat dish. What's even the point?
Wicked overrated.
Yes. Oops.
Wicked. Where are we? Chef's signature.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay,
Covers
searching
Fried
Fried Eye.
Then a year ago, right around the time you were doing your initial investigation, each article in Chef's signature tends to focus on a restaurant, and like the magazine's name implies, each restaurant lists the one main dish that the head chef is known for. Fried Eye signatures samosa cones. The cover and main article has been added to your evidence. Both brothers run it together. Perfect. We just gotta force our hands. That's fine.
Yep.
We know names. All right. Targeting towards fans of unusual restaurants, featuring James and Robert Garland on the cover of their November 1998 issue. According to the article, the two brothers own a small walk-up window in Boston called Fried Eye, a play on the tie-dye shirts that the servers wear. Okay. There's no servers, but okay. That exclusively serves vegetarian dishes. Most of the offerings are heavily inspired by the popular spices found in Thai and Indian food. Their signature dish is the Samoa cone, which from a distance somewhat resembles a traditional ice cream, complete with waffle patterns. Instead, it contains fried potatoes, pureed peas, carrots, and a special ginger-based sauce. Robert, who is 3 years younger than James... Hold on, this one here.
Yeah, Robert.
3 years younger than James. Garland. Robert. Garland. Probably chef. We could probably force it, but let me finish reading this first. Jokes that although the age difference has left him delegated to wear the sous chef's jacket his whole life, he doesn't mind. As a result, James answers most of the interview questions. James credits his love of food and culinary to their upbringing. Most kids hate vegetables growing up, but they didn't have a parent like we did. My father was a chef, and my mother grew up on a farm that supplied his restaurant. That's how they met. I don't have any memories from the farm or anything like that since we moved here before I could even talk. But they told me stories. My dad's a great storyteller. He even wrote a book that partially helped fund Fried Eye. When we moved there, they were looking to open their own restaurant together. Unfortunately, they never got it off the ground. His line cook gig ended up being less temporary than he hoped, and she had to go back to work as a secretary even after Robert was born. Before we were old enough to go to school, we spent our days with my aunt. In the diner where he worked, my dad had no room for experimenting, so he'd exercise his skills at home on his days off. We'd always go shopping and cook as a family on those days, and even though we were hyper kids running around and causing a ruckus, those were some of our family's favorite memories since we were all together. Mom always had the eye for the best vegetables for him to work with, and she did her best to pass that on to us. According to the article, their parents, who are now retired, visit Fried Eye often. They even had a signature dessert, the Sicilian apple. Apple pies has always been my mom's favorite, and my dad always had this stupid line he used to make her laugh involving apple pies. Most people realize it's a Sicilian chapel pun and assume that that's all there is to it, but it's actually secretly named after them, sort of. Alright.
Sistine, yeah.
And then guessing. Okay, cool. Done. Got them all figured out. But wait. Somebody is wrong.
It was...
Val. I mean, not Val. It was the girl. Oh, hi!
Hey there, it's us.
Okay.
So, I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up.
Okay, I mean, we've been struggling a
They're
little
actually
bit, but...
begging us to stop submitting new root trees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
She says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5 potential tree
Okay,
additions
great.
before anyone locks in from now on.
Okay.
Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
No extra...
That's it?
No extra
You didn't give us
information?
anything. You just told us it takes 5 now? You're just padding the game time. Anyway, so who didn't we get?
Lisa Clementine didn't pop for me. Oh, she might
No.
not be military now. That's why.
Oh, because she lost her arm and retired.
Yeah.
Don't... Housewife?
She might be.
I'll put housewife until then. If we lock in, we'll...
Yeah.
Okay, so I was kind of banking that they would give us something else. I mean...
Alright, Ducky, tell me how the freaking we get Robin.
Who's Edson Soares?
I don't even know. I don't remember this name. Who's Edson Soares?
Oh. This is... Okay,
Is it?
yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, so he's connected to Robinson. He's connected to Robinson, though. Because Brazil was where Robinson was. So this is towards her. Okay. What did the duck say? Duck said something about mentions of wife. Can that... Okay. Cool. Establish new factories. Second many locations.
Sonia.
His wife, Sonia.
And what's his name? Soares? Sonia Soares.
Yeah, Soares. He often uses connections to ensure support would appear on the local television report. He was released and emphasized when he was defeated in the first election after the military government was no longer in control. After his election lost, left town behind. Oh yeah, okay. So this. Oh.
But I don't know why this is even a page. Just search Flavio. It's like, what? Just take us to the page, man. Okay.
Newscaster and a bit of a cult following. The discourse surrounding him is, to put it in political terms, lewd. There's a website called there's a website about something called fan fiction that has a small section. Rude. Okay, dedicated to him. Not all fanfiction is lewd. Okay. It seems that women and some men of a wide variety of ages and writing skills tend to find him worthy of inclusion in their stories. You skim some of the tales there and learn that a common thread is that he's currently dating a supermodel named Ashley York. Many stories either seem to ignore her existence or get her out of the picture rather quickly. Fair. I prefer the second one when it comes to canon character relationships. Okay, anyways, there are also other more traditional fan sites that list some things about him, including his age, 18, his zodiac sign Libra, his favorite food, grilled steak, and his mother's name, Sonia. Also, it seems that Flavio translates to golden-haired. One website with a signed publicity photo of Flavio seems to confirm this. The photo has been added to your evidence. Wait. Wait. Oh! She's definitely not. She's definitely not. Okay. So.
Oh, that's Sonia, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, right. I forget the name is first.
Soares.
S-O.
S-O-A-R.
Thank you. Oh well, that's probably not. That's probably his name. His is E.D. Edison.
Edson Soares. Yeah, you're right.
Which means this guy.
And we don't know her job either, right?
Flavio.
Or is she the news anchor?
Yeah. Oh, what did the thing say? The young Brazilian newscaster. Okay, so he's a newscaster.
Oh, that's the son. The son is a newscaster.
News anchor, and then she was yeah, because Robin was Australian, not Brazil. All right. Was discreetly put in charge of television station called Taldere. Farmhouse station in Brazil. It came into being in 1970 after a vacuum was created due to removal of a different network at the hands of the Brazilian military. With resources online, you don't have much to go on of who ran it and when. So what would her job be then? What would that
CEO?
be? How?
Director? No, that's like probably movie director, right?
Yeah, it's probably movie director. News anchor, maybe. Screenwriter, maybe. I'll put her on a news anchor for now. That'd only give us 2. We don't know what Val.
And we don't know her last name anyway.
Oh yeah, fair. How do you spell it? C-E-N. Ah, dang it. Sorry, just going back to the photo. There we go. Dang it. It is according to a military website you find an amputee who lost a limb in Desert Storm. She runs a support group for fellow veterans in Beacon, New York. She makes another appearances listed as a professor at a West Point, a military college. She teaches classes that contribute to their environmental engineering majors. Her short biography on the staff page mentions that she had a passion for the military from a very young age due to erotic, egregious behaviors that a family member was in Air Force Police. Oh. Because of her mom saying her father ran military planes, she wanted to go to the Air Force. While she later learned that to be untrue, her passion remained and she joined ROTC in high school. From there, she enlisted. After returning from Desert Storm, she earned her degree and relocated to West Point to teach a few years ago. So she's actually a teacher.
Cool.
Alright, teacher.
So that's 2 after her then. We've got 2 people locked in. Professor.
Oh, thank you. Using the proper thing. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. That's actually 3. Oh no, 2, because we don't know her last name.
We're not positive on her job, and we have no clue on her last name.
Yeah.
It seems like they want us to find it through her son. What about the name that was on the postcard that he left to Natasha? Natasha.
Tasha? Sent to a fan you found online. Oop, this one here. Oh, she's actually married to Ashley Yor, is a British supermodel who does ads for perfume, clothing, and jewelry. She has been the subject of some controversy in the past few months, having been protested by PETA for wearing fur on the coat of some magazine. She's dating a young Brazilian news anchor named which has brought them both somewhat into the limelight. News time. I don't think we have anything for Brazil. No. Oh wait. Star Blast!
Hey, nice.
A British model appears on the cover of Star Blast, wearing a fur shawl 3 months ago. This appearance doesn't lead to any useful information, but another more recent appearance in text only mentions she's dating Flavio. In it, a Team Blast reporter asks how they met. I was in Rio for Carnival, and he was on the parade floats. I had no idea who he was, but I liked what I saw and told my people to invite him to the party I was going to. I felt pretty stupid once I realized that we were going to be to his party. Well, his mother's party. She runs a media empire down there called I'm not even trying because it's not American. I mean, it's Brazilian, and I'm not.
Transmissa Oh, Paulo. I don't
Thank
know.
you. It's a
Street
massive
Sao
media
Paulo.
group owned and run by a mysterious woman named Sonia Alves. Alves. Oh.
The first name on the list.
Alves.
Elvis.
Okay. Oh, I still looked it up. It seems Sonia Alves is a common name in Brazil, so she has shortened her name to Nina to stand out to the public eye. According to the history page that focused on her company and vaguely unsearchable details, Nina received a significant inheritance in 1980 and invested it in many different manufacturing businesses in her hometown in Brazil. At the same time, she had just begun to learn the ins and outs of running a television network. She continued to work in television until 1988, when Brazil began its period of reform. She felt this was the perfect opportunity to launch her own media company using her investments and connections. Now, her company owns television networks, magazines, newspapers, and advertisement firms. After doing some translating, the page about Nina lists her as an unmarried. It does not go into any other relationship history. Searching for Nina online, you find that she stays out of the spotlight. She doesn't even appear at a shareholders meeting. She sends a proxy. Well, she's a CEO. Okay, so
Sonia Alves, CEO.
CEO.
So that's 3 out of 5.
yeah, we need 2 more.
Let's see.
So we've
So
got-
we haven't been over here. No, we have. That was pretty recent.
Yeah, so we.
Dang, we're like almost done.
Yeah.
It feels like.
I think we can finish by the time of your class. Like, we might run a little bit over, but I think we should be good on that. If we can figure out how to get freaking Robin or either of his kids. I'm gonna go back to Robin for a second because it feels like we just... There's something we're missing. I don't
Yeah.
know what.
Remember her dad's name?
Yeah, it's right next to it. Charles Martin.
Oh, Martin.
This is nothing, right? No, that does nothing. It was developed as part of the Ruchi Everywhere initiative in the summer of 19... Strobe site for Ruchi's Charles Management and Company. So it's necessarily in certain regions. I said some of other television. Only to certain markets. Everyone involved root trees expansions to other major markets. Sessions are being made for root trees that started with 4 that had no share in. Each country is entirely new company farmed, mostly by making deals. Okay, nope, that's not gonna help. I'm just going through them again. Just going through everything. I mean, I can grab another clue, but I don't want to yet.
What's the company's name?
Just Roottree AU.
Retrieve.
AUS.
But didn't the father have a second company that didn't have to do with Root Tree? Let me see. Charles Martin.
Part player brand, but I don't think it mentions his company.
He used his wealth to build a new factory. No. He had a very unusual business agreement. Yeah, it says Charles's vast fortune was passed along to his daughter Robin, who sold both businesses at first opportunity.
Yeah. Well,
So what are the two businesses?
He does have another. He has his licorice business,
Oh, that's what it is.
but we don't know what the name of it. We only know the brand of licorice. If we probably looked up the company name, if we could figure out what that is.
Yeah, let's do that. He chooses his own wealth to build a new factory.
Actually, maybe it's in.
You checking the periodicals for it?
Yeah, for him. They came to an agreement that broke ground on a new factory. Said to come directly from the president with a brief conference. Down under, we're extremely impressed. I feel like an extension here. Yeah, his family also impressed, especially his daughter Robin. We know she'll continue to steer the ship, just as Elias Rutry's family continues to do so here in the USA. They came to an agreement and broke ground on a new factory. What is your original one, though? And hers, Business Weekly, doesn't mention the business, right? It just says sold it.
Yeah. Killed both their father's businesses. Maybe we could find out who she sold it to. That could be a way to get to.
Does touch on the announcement as well as what was to become the Maple Cannery. The Licorice Division? I doubt that's anything, but let's just look. Nope. Doubt this is anything. Nope. Dismantling gut. Nope. I'm using a duck. I don't care. Are you just telling me about? Yeah, we are. We know those things, Duck. Cool. Duck's only telling us the stuff we figured out on our own. We have no help.
Magnifying glass says 6 pieces, has 2 hints in it.
Page 1. Here's Mr. Rogers, I guess. And had never switched on his orange suit, and now. It's over. I'm out my contract. I left. I probably got a lot harder for the publisher. You know why he never revealed it himself? Copy it had a name on it and everything. No problem realize their money, but it was half the problem. Can press the stake. She and two good friends. She was too good for him. Anyways, he died soon after, and that was I was left. Seen it. I just skimmed the section. Guys, see what people were suddenly calling us. Well for self. She had only rumors for instance. Sometimes. Invite me to join, but I actually had people. Oh, I actually had people on him when he went to Australia, friends in China too. When he met with someone, I'd figured out who they were and how they were involved. Doubly so if the meeting had happened when he didn't want me to be around. Despite his best efforts, I got the whole truth, including the things even his family never knew. For example, the daughter of his business partner in Australia, he and her definitely spent a few nights together, but I don't want him to know about it, but I did.
So how do we get a hold of her book? Do you think we can find that, or is this the best we get?
I think this is the best we get because it's there's a single copy. She has.
Right.
I mean, hold on. Maybe hold on. When he first approached me. Okay. I'm wondering if like there's a way to contact her. which thing? Pulled for sure sales making instant collector's edition. Yeah, and then we have the thing because we found the thing. 6-piece also still has 2. So page 1 has something. Oh wait, no, that's her book. Duck, will you give me any more hints? No. I had an out in my contracts, but I'm gonna sign the contract with my lawyer's rope without running it by anyone. Legal department. I could pull my book. I could pull my name off the book any time, but guys still got the content. After I left, it probably got a lot harder to convince any real publishers to give it their time. So there is a book, but it had her name on it.
And she got it taken off.
Maybe. There's one copy. Ugh, I don't know, and the duck's not helping. What other things we got? No, that's just Lisa's information. Wouldn't even know what one thing you want from me. Hold on, let me quickly... Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna save and quit and see if that'll make the duck
Change.
help. Yeah. Nope. Same one. Dang it. Alright.
Funny, because if I hit the duck, it gives me different hints.
Oh, what does it say anything that's
No,
useful?
it says search the clans to trust. It's like I don't know, it's thinking I haven't done any work because we've been sharing the stuff that we do maybe.
Well, hold on, that might be something. Because it wouldn't do, it'd keep it up to date. Where's the clan trust thing? Oh, come on. How do you fucking spell the clan trust thing?
CLAN.
Uh-huh.
C. Yep,
Huh?
just change the second N to a C.
The miss means that nearly every historically examining children. Family made money over hand and fist. Sam's book. Oh yeah, Ruby Legal. Ruby Legal Enterprises didn't have anything important, right? Oh. No, okay. Nope, it's just about Susie. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Ah, man, Robin, why are you so hard? Freaking stupid guys' kids, too. we have only 10 left. We're almost there. And then the secret thing, but
Yeah, the way that the hint thing doesn't actually help is pretty annoying.
yeah. Like we figured that one out. We don't need that one.
Yeah. Maybe we should just call it. We can come back and do the... So we have 3 right now,
Yeah.
locked in. So we can,
hold on.
next
Let me
time
just-
we can do...
Let me just.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna. Hold on. I'm just gonna look up one, like some. I'm just gonna look up Frank Williams and see if I'm fine with root. Yeah, detailed. Can we get a non-spoiler one? Hold on. Where is the treat? Alright, hold on, because I'm just gonna use this to figure out Robin. So we can at least have those 2 done. Fidelity.
Also, there's this one up here. Whoever was married to Susan Ford. I don't have them.
I don't think I do either. Oh no, wait, she, no, part 3. Who the guy mean? Okay, find. Charles Mason, Charles' daughter. Injury guy. Yeah, but there's one. Oh, wait, what?
What?
Where we? Oh my god. It's the
What?
wrong one. It's not Australia, because she doesn't have kids. It's China. China root tree is our line. We got so
Oh.
stuck on that. But she doesn't have kids, so she couldn't have been the one.
No, well, it said she got a procedure to make it so she couldn't have kids.
Yeah, I guess.
And they were, and it, it didn't preclude the range of dates. Like, we weren't...
Well, there was multiple locations he could have gone to, and China's one of them. China Root Tree is one of the companies crafted to manufacture and distribute root tree candy. It was developed as part of the Root Trees Everywhere initiative in the summer of 1979. During the late 70s, China began to go through a period of economical reform. This led to new opportunities for American companies, and the Root Tree Candy Company decided to pounce. Lao Hongbo, who was said to personally win over the Root Trees family and was the owner of multiple textile factories, did not wish to import the ingredients and build a special factory to manufacture candy in China. So instead, they made a deal to import bulk, unpackaged Root Tree candy and label it for not only China, but additional markets. Hongbo, who was already in his mid-50s when the deal happened, had only had daughters, and his brother Lang Hao took control upon his death. After Hao died in 19, he passed his oldest child in the next, Lao Zhengyu. In China, the family name comes first, so Lang is her last name. Is a businesswoman currently running the Lang Tile Textile Company. She has recently listed an article on a website written by and for women. The article, entitled Empowerment, is about the recent rise of women entrepreneurs in China. The article states that due to her lack of brothers, she had a younger sister. Though Lang Zhao took over as CEO of her father's company in 1992 after her elderly uncle was deemed unfit to run the company due to mental deterioration. This is apparently an extremely controversial move amongst the company's employees, and some of them, the article does not state how many, quit and wrote a letter stating that she must have coerced him in his vulnerable state. Since then, the company has been performing well. Her nephew, who is currently her second in command, is expected to take over when she retires. In the meantime, the board's stance has been on a twist on a popular proverb. The article roughly translates it to, someone that had proven they can do something well can do it 100 times well. A unproven leader can do us all. The article also often mentions that Zhao has Zhao was an early adopter of IFV and helped her sister have a child. There is an unsolicited picture of Zhao in the article. It says that it's from 1992 when she took over. She was 45 at the time, and it's been added to your evidence. Yeah, okay. So she's the mom. Okay. Dame, you gave us no hint. I mean, you kind of gave us hints, but not really.
No, I don't think there was at any point did we rule it out that it could have been Robin Martin. Do you know what I mean? Like I think
Yeah.
it kind of played dirty in that way.
Oh, shoot. What
So
did
it's in you, but just without just you. Why you?
Okay. Zin, you, and then
Lang.
Lang, CEO, and then she gave her daughter a child. No, she gave her sister a child. So back. No, forward. Oh, her nephew, which is her second in command.
Oh yeah, what's the nephew's name?
Yeah, that's a second. Okay, we. Let me.
Oh, Lang Xinyao.
Okay, Lang, and then. Oops. Lang, and then spelled how?
Jin and then Yao. Yeah, that's the sister, I think.
Looking. On their site, in the Thai and Lang Thai translates to peaceful, so they chose their name in American match. There are a lot of other companies listed here. Too many to investigate, as a few of them seem to be relevant. It seems Piece of Asia nearly as accomplished as Lai Thai's. They offer fabrics and clothes at wholesale price. You don't spot anything out of the ordinary. The business is said to be owned by a husband and wife, Jerry and Linda Han. Their Chinese names are listed too, and from using the online translation, it seems that Jerry is Hang Linda. So then Linda, maybe look up Linda Han. Search that next. Jerry Linda and Mark Han appear recently on a website called Focuses on Philanthropy under the headline Hanging with the Hands. The Hands are chosen because they donate significantly to causes that further Chinese-American culture. Jerry and Linda were born in China and fell in love during college. Linda's father led a large company, this article never names it. After it expands to the U.S., Linda's father proved their marriage so long as Jerry took over the U.S. portion of the business. Linda jokes that the entire situation is like something out of an Alice Morrison song, with how ironic it all ended up. I was absolutely terrified to move to the United States, but my big sister was desperately in love with the idea. She used to have this Butch Cassidy poster on her wall and was obsessed with Robert Redford. But somehow, Jerry and I were the ones sent here, and now we couldn't possibly imagine going back. When we had Mark, we never even considered giving him a traditional name. Meanwhile, my sister stayed in China and had thrived there. She didn't even like visiting the U.S. anymore. My kids are completely opposites, though. Mark couldn't wait to travel abroad as soon as he was old enough. He's actually in business school in China now, working with my sister. Once, our niece, who grew up there, was the opposite. She couldn't wait to get here. She started calling herself Lucy Lang in high school and flew out here as soon as she graduated. The name change apparently drove my sister absolutely loco. It's an extremely common name.
Mark's the kid's name, right?
Maybe, but it's not the most uncommon. I'm looking up the daughter's name, or you can come across. There are a few that come up with the searchable details, so it might be possible to narrow down your possibilities. Lucy Lang is mentioned on a robotics website as part of Team Tanoka. Team Tanoka is one of the two teams from the U.S. participants on a new robot-based show in the U.K. Now Lucy is part of a small women's camp in Los Angeles called the Gin and Tonics. And third, works in New York for a business called Corporate Synergy Solutions Unlimited. This one. Seems to be much about her own names, and she promised. This is just a
Rabbit hole.
yeah. Irish band called U2 once I. Yeah, because it's not that. Just looking anything up that's for the band part. Nope. Okay, so it's not that one.
The corporate synergistic thing looks like it might work.
The lead engineer who's listed as being ranked one of the top facilities in the world by Business Watch magazine. Alright, well we can grab her picture from the thing. It's a company that other companies hire as consultants increase productivity. It's unclear the exact services they provide. The site is light on details. There are a few high-profile companies listed on the site as former clients. You recognize their names, but none of them are related to your current search. Business Watch. Mentioned she grew up in a small Arkansas town. Nope. Okay, not her. And the robot's also named been selected for appearance. Lord mentions the room finding. The room club has a text-only site you can find linked. The site seems like it uses mostly announced schedules. The club is supposed to meet every Tuesday and Thursday. Cancelled because members of the team are currently in the UK filming. Another date for a few weeks back was cancelled. Traveling team, captain, and supports members. Okay, so this might be it. But I don't know how we get from here.
Why do you think this is it? We're trying to figure out the name of
Well,
the kid, right?
Mark Heron? Mark, maybe. It's just,
Oh, Ernie slept with this lady, or she did the IVF? I'm trying to figure out what the angle is.
sorry, Guy, not Ernie.
Guy, sorry, not Ernie.
It's
Yep.
fine. Guy slept with this lady's sister. So her son is currently working with her sister, so she's the nephew. So there might be 3 sisters. And
He
so
slept with her sister?
mm-hmm. I'm assuming the other sister is the one, the lady we got the picture of,
Yeah,
the CEO.
that's the one he slept with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sister to the person that had Mark. So I'm thinking there might be 3 siblings.
Got you, but I mean, if Mark is, I'm really confused
yeah,
now.
we could try.
Alright.
We can try Mark.
No. So this is their kid, not the IVF kid. So this is all. This thing we're doing seems like a rabbit hole, like a red herring.
Okay.
Or does it not? Am I crazy? Because like, what we just need to know is he had a relationship with her. So this Lucy Lang thing that we're doing, I don't think it's gonna.
Lucy Lang she's the daughter, our niece, who grew up there, who grew up in China, was the opposite. She couldn't wait to come back. So Lucy Lang is, at the very least, the lady on the board's daughter. She claims she got an IFV, but Lucy Lang is Guy's daughter, most likely. But Lucy Lang isn't her official name, which is why I was trying to follow the rabbit hole to figure out which one it is. She started calling herself Lucy Lang in high school and flew out in UK as soon as she graduated.
So that was the part I was confused about then. So the person on the bottom there is that CEO lady's
Daughter.
Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay.
And
okay.
Lucy
I
Lang-
was confused.
Yeah. And so I think the only one that could be is Team Technical. I mean, I guess it could be the a cappella group, but I don't think so. And I just don't know how.
Yeah, it says it's not relevant to our search, so let's try Team Talpa.
It's UK, and I don't think we have anything for UK. Okay. Oh wait. No, thanks. Alright, let's just... No, okay. Yeah. I don't think gin and tonics. Well, does music... No, it's not this color, just in blast. Relative there. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, it can't be the corporate. It can't be the third one.
Why can't it be the third one?
Oops. Because, corporate synergies, as far as you can tell, the company, Lucy Lang in the company is lead synergy engineer who's being ranked best thing. There are a few high-profile companies listed on their sites as former clients. You recognize their names, but none of them are relative to your current investigation. And it's Lucy Lang is lead synergy engineer, which doesn't really work
Why not?
because she graduated high school and then moved immediately to be with her to be with her aunt and uncle. Oh shoot. Hang on, what the heck? There we go. And I don't think they're born in China. Where are they now?
Yeah, Lucy left China and came to the U.S. Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm just trying to figure out the name change, yeah.
yeah, which of the three? And then I think the gin and tonics one. No, I think it was the. Oh right, that's what it was. I grabbed the. Oops. I looked up.
Business Watch Lucy Lang.
Yeah. Lucy Lang was listed in Business Watch for her work with corporate synergies. She's an consultant. Each personal feature in the article has a bio section, and it says Lucy's bio sections mentions she grew up in a small Arkansas town, which isn't our Lucy. Ours would be a China. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Okay,
she's
good.
completely off.
You're right.
And then
Thank you for getting
yeah
that out of my
I
head.
had to just figure out how I found it. I really don't want to read this whole thing. How is this like wind? Due to the subway of your mind, famously starring the catchy opening phrase like the wind, and perhaps also due to somewhat lengthy title. Those seeking out requested often search for like the wind, many lyrics cite the music. While searching for combinations like the wind and attempting to narrow it down to results that include the root trees, you find that an obscure Irish band called U2 once cited both FEX and Jim and Diamond as inspiration, but you can tell neither FEX or Subway has anything to do with your search, and seeing as U2 is relatively unknown to anyone outside of the Dublins, the connection seems to be okay. So that's not what we need. In Los Angeles. Yeah. Maybe periodical that I can't think of. Nope. The music one is
Oh, the college that the robotics team goes to is a page.
Oh.
Did you get that one yet?
I have not.
Mideastern University is a notable private college that advertised itself as midway between Maine and Miami.
Though they're not known for their sports program as much as their education, their legal and language departments are their pride and joy, though they also have fairly extensive computer science providing. Along with other prestigious schools that haven't quite reached the notable notoriety of Ivy League schools, which are referred to as Little Ivy, the college has embraced this, calling their newspaper the Herald. Search. Alright. The name of Heralds, the scientific name of Ivy, and Herald. Their website boasts that they have a historical technology museum on campus, including a still functioning computer from the 1960s that takes up a full room. They also have a printing press they use to print one special year-end issue of the Herald each year. Okay, so back to
Okay, so that if you search her in that periodical, we are in business.
Okay, cool. Oops, nope, not that one. Go away.
The
Yeah.
Herald. Yeah.
Only one that catches your attention is that she's lying. She grew up in China as Ming Lang. Haha. But came to this specifically to Tandon University. She says she grew up around a facility scale machines. Yep. Okay, that's her. Go. Boop. Oh, this one. Boop. Min. Lang. College. Student college. That did not pop. Why did it not pop? Is robotics? Mechanic?
Is it not Min? Do we go by her other name?
Lucy?
Lucy? Nope.
Parts
That didn't work either.
progression. Obsessed with smaller, more powerful. The robot she loves. One of her hobbies since coming to the States has been collecting accents. In her spare time, she practices not only removing any trace of her native inflections, but also quickly switching between multiple different regional accents. She feels her personal best is the Southern Belle, but her favorite is the Valley Girl due to its unique use in popular culture. This picture, now in your evidence. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go back to her mom. In China, the family name comes first, so Lang is her last name. Yeah, so we did put it right.
Maybe we got the mom's name wrong though. Like, what was the?
Xinyao? No.
What was it? Han? They were Han, right? Like.
Oh, you mean it would be yeah?
Instead of the lady.
No, it should be it'd be. Hold on. I mean, yes, it would be the other sister, but Han is her husband's name.
Oh, okay.
Linda Han, or she's going by Linda. It would have been Jerry Han is her husband, so she wouldn't be Han, but she would be. Oh shoot, my stuff got all mixed up. The article often mentions that Zayu was an early adopter of IFV and helped her sister have a child. There's an unsolicited picture of Zayu in the article. It says that it's from 9 and she was 45 at the time. That's your evidence.
Okay, I don't get it. Definitely Xinyu. Is she not a CEO?
Yeah. What else could she... Oh, wait, is retired here? No, okay. I was gonna say, because... Oh, wait. Would she be president? Second?
No, because those are for the company, I think.
Oh, yeah, but
For retreat.
she's technically the second... Oh, no, she technically... Let me just quickly check to make sure it's... Alright. Just making sure. They might be like,
Sure.
CEO, president, same thing. She's still college, right? She's not mechanic, right? I'm not... No. Oh, wait. Wait.
Media mogul.
Yeah. We it's not
I
CEO.
just saw that at the same time.
Alright, we'll leave the last 5 for next time. We wanted to do
Be a
it
quick one.
in one go,
Yeah.
but, you know,
There's no shot.
yeah. We'll
That
get-
was hard enough as it was.
We're at
Yeah, we
least,
had to
we've
get a
done with
hint.
Guy, we're done with all these 3. We've just got to figure out this whole Jane Doe adoption situation, and we're done, so...
Well, and then
almost
this top secret envelope. So
Yeah.
that might be its own little boss
Yeah.
fight.
So, that'll be for next time.
Whew.
Would you be fine with doing the same time in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks.
So not next week, because next week I'd be with
The 14th. Yep.
sister.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah.
We'll plan for this again the 14th.
Yes. Also, quick
Right, cool.
congratulations on new place.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's why I was checking. I was like, yeah, that should be okay.
So, all right. See
All right.
you in 2 weeks. We'll finish then.
See ya. All right. GG's.
Bye.
Bye.
And then for all of you, I hope you got a smile to your face. Like I said, I'll be doing next week with my sister, and then the week after that, back with him and finishing this game up. And then the week after that, more with my sister. So, that's the plan. I'm gonna go now because I need to go to bed soonish. So, like I said, I will bring a smile to your face, and I will see you. Where's the thing? Okay. Next